of electric Jenga matches. Who will prevail? Who will cause the tower to fall? It's time to find out on Stool Streams 8, presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. That one out to create our second Tittleman's Crest. We will have the two best words in Jenga. A hanging tower just 5 blocks in.
You're definitely the most professional Jenga announcer I've ever heard.
Right. And that's the Jenga! That's a Jenga! 29 blocks in the books! And that's it! Marty Moshe Jenga! Live from Stool Streams Stadium in New York City, welcome to another edition of Stool Streams presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. He's Jeff D'Lo. I'm Jake Marsh. Thanks for taking some time on NFL debut night. But Jeff, before that, we have
Who cares about that?
We have three great Jenga matches here inside the Triple S.
We care about the NFL. We make that very clear here. But right now we don't. We care about Jenga right now, and we have some pretty crazy matchups today. Some first-timers, some people who have potentially, and I heard some talk before I walked in here, potentially thrown out the idea of the first ever tablecloth pull of a block, the middle block being pulled out and the entire tower dropping down and maybe staying on top, and we'll get to that in a minute. But an exciting one today, and you're going to love to hear this if you're playing along. $1,000 on the line today, Jake. Not just $500, it's $1,000. The rollover in effect today.
That's right. The progressive jackpot on the play Barstool app. More than 15,000 of you have submitted your picks. Go 6 for 6. That 1K is yours. Jeff, let's see who is on the docket today. You mentioned 3 great matchups. We're starting things off with KFC and Feidelberg against Tommy Smokes and Hubs, KFC Radio versus the Short Porch. They'll move over to the team Donnie's versus Liz and Trista and end things with Billy Football and Nate versus Robbie and Trent. Jeff, what sticks out to you out of our lineup today?
The two Donnies, those two have great chemistry. We've not seen them together down here. But this first one is the one I have my eye on already. I'll just say, KFC is the one who has the rumors of wanting to do the tablecloth pull of the block. I actually wrote it down for keys to the game. I heard him talking to Hank about it before I even came in here. They were talking about it earlier. So it's on his mind. He's going to have to do it. He talked about it way too much to not do it. And on top of that, he's playing the Yankee boys. He's going to hate them in here. He wants them to lose. He wants to continue the sadness of the season. And then you never know with fights what you're going to get. You're going to get craziness and chaotic stuff. So the first one has always been the best match of the day. Also the longest. I'm not going to call it the curse because the curse is a bad thing. I'm going to say the magic of the first match is always the most insane one. That's the one where last week Glenny Balls violated by touching the block with 2 hands despite the fact one hand was duct taped to the side of his leg. What? Still the most unbelievable thing I've maybe ever seen. Like no hyperbole. Most unbelievable thing I've ever seen in sports. So the magic of the first match is here. What will happen today?
No doubt about it. That was 1 hour and 15 minutes and 45 blocks. Go at the time and blocks record. If you want to catch the entirety of that match, go to our YouTube page.
It is a can't miss. There's not a moment you can miss in that match.
Like and subscribe. And Jeff, before we move on, you may be wondering why this matchup is first. We had a late switcheroo. It won't affect anything on the app, so question 3 and 4 will be first. But Jeff, let's dive into the rules of Jenga. If you're new to our Stool Streams broadcast, this is our 5th Jenga broadcast, 2-on-2. You see that second bullet, 1 hand at a time. You can't stress it enough.
Again, I said this last week. One would think the ping pong and cornhole rules would be more important, but no, it is the Jenga rules. The Jenga rules have come into play more than anything here. The referee is essentially the most important person with all these Jenga things. All eyes, always on our referee Spider. And it's the big rule. And Jeff, you cannot touch the block with 2 hands at the same time.
If you do touch with 2 hands, let's see the consequences. There are violations. The important thing to note, they are team violations. Warning after the first, not a warning because your partner has to face the issues, but a second violation, potential DQ.
You can't get DQ'd. So if you touch it the first time, the first violation means the next person up on your team, which will be your teammate, must pull the first block they touch, which that may not sound bad. That's a really bad thing you have to do. We've seen it sink teams before. And then if you do it again the second time, you will get DQ'd. And I don't know if these guys would DQ the other team. It's tough for me to tell. We'll probably figure out midway through. We'll have PFT down on the sidelines. We'll probably have them ask. But the DQ has come into play. And I would imagine it may come into play again today because people just seem to forget sometimes.
No doubt about it. Let's dive into our opening match. It is KFC Radio versus the Short Porch. We have two Jenga rookies in this match, Jeff. KFC has gotten some practice in. Hubs does have experience in the Triple S in terms of table tennis, but we have a few veterans on the other side in terms of fights and Tommy Smokes as well.
I believe Tommy has lost twice, excuse me, a little lisp there. He's famous for the moan heard around the world in the first match. You have to imagine the moan. He was doing finger exercises. I don't know if we're going to get the finger exercises again. Very dainty, wiry fingers. But the return of Tommy is I was stunned by that. It's absolutely incredible to watch Tommy warm up. But no, Jake, I do think today, this first match, as expected, we're going to get some weird stuff going on. These two teammates, they both know each other. They all do podcasts together. It's kind of the perfect matchup to open this thing. I know this wasn't the initial first one, but luck has it that it ended up being what it is. And again, like I said, the magic of the first match will probably come into play here.
You see Hubs and Tommy in a cumulative 0-5. But before we start, we're going to send it down to the third member of our crew, PFT-Bo. What's up, PFT?
Hi, guys. Thank you very much for kicking it down to me. Pleasure to be here in Stool Stream Stadium, as always. Wanted to do a real quick temperature check inside the stadium, and we are at a balmy 69 degrees again. Perfect Jenga weather. That's right, the blocks are feeling nice. Before we get started in tonight's match, it would be remiss if we didn't take time to acknowledge an individual who recently passed away just within the last couple hours. Diana Rigg, you might know her as Princess Tyrell from Game of Thrones, as well as Mrs. Peel from the Avengers movie, tragically passed away. So I'd like to observe a moment of silence for Mrs. Peel. Moment of silence, Jake. We have to start it over again now. All right, let's play some Jenga.
Apologies for the unprofessionalism.
Yeah,
by me.
I don't know if you noticed off the top, it sounded like PFD contracted like a congested sinus infection in the middle of what he was doing. I don't know what happened.
I had a double cheeseburger today,
Sounded
Jeff.
like he got a cold in the middle of his report.
All right, I'm tearing up as well, so
Oh my
glad
God.
PFT brought that up. Let's start off our opening Jenga match after an important moment of silence made by PFT. The order is crucial. It's going to be KFC, Tommy fights Hubs. KFC, Tommy fights Hubs. Jeff, KFC fights Tommy fights Hubs. I said it 4 times. If they don't get it, that's on them.
One would think that the order is not that hard. However, Tommy's last time he was here, he was lapped by his teammate.
Well, that was strictly KB's
KB.
fault.
I'm not saying it was Tommy's fault, but KB was lapped. So we've seen that become an issue before.
Remember,
you got to stay in order.
All right, let's start things off with KFC, the rookie.
Let's have some fun, respect the
Initially
game.
goes for a potential Tittleman's crest, but the 35-year-old from the Bronx goes with the Tittleman's crest. And Jeff, we did see a highlight video leaked on Twitter a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
He had a tablecloth move, but it's much different when the spotlight is on.
I'm not
Yeah, the
doing it.
scenario that was in play there is not a very common scenario in Jenga.
Right.
Again, however, if the scenario does arise
sorry,
here
yeah.
in real time,
I
I
gotta be
think
honest,
we're going
I'm
to
a
probably
little
try to get him
rattled
to do it.
right now.
If you do it, you get to
When I
name
was
the
walking
move, and
in,
you're basically legendary for
said
life
hi
in here.
to Trista, and she
Lot of
gave
Tittleman
me the
crest here.
coldest shoulder in the history
We just
of
got the
world.
numbers in
Oh,
from
wow.
the Play Barstool app.
Ooh.
Tommy, the most popular pick to pull the losing block at
I hate
32%. KFC,
Really?
25%.
Yeah.
Hubs,
Yeah.
24%. And
not hear
Feidelberg,
you?
the favorite, according
I
to our
suppose it's
field,
possible.
in just
Let's go.
19.35%.
Now I know you have it on the stat here, but has Tommy pulled the losing block both
I want it,
times?
Tommy has pulled
No,
the
that's
losing
not
block
true.
I go after
once.
Hubs.
Liz pulled, I believe,
Yes,
the first time.
Tommy
Okay.
is 0-2
Keep it
in
together
the
up
team
on top.
sport,
I
but
like
he does
to-
have
You're good.
one
Poke
But I'm just saying,
losing
now I
block.
go,
You
right?
see
I go
Spider
right.
always
Yeah.
doing a great job down
Yeah.
the stream in the stripes. Not an easy job.
It's not. No, it's not an easy job at all.
Yeah, for
We've
dinner
seen
last
some
night.
pretty horrid arguments
Last
in
night
here.
I had,
It can get ugly.
what did I have?
Very
Steak
entertaining for the
sandwich.
viewer, but in here the
Chimichurri sauce
tension
was
is
delicious.
nasty. You can feel it. We got worried that they may come into the stands at one point. It's a very scary job up here,
Yeah, what's-
and
what's-
even
what's
scarier
the-
for the
Almost
ref
a
down there.
violation
Only
there.
one person in the square.
You should
We've
have let
already
me go,
got
you idiot.
false violation
Yeah, no, but-
accusations by our
Well, he was about to
competitors.
go.
It is
I-
Spider's job.
What's
A
the
lot of
penalty for that?
backseat refereeing in Jenga. We see that often. People believe they can make the calls. They can't make any call whatsoever. That only comes from the ref.
And here's Tommy Smokes. We mentioned 0-2 in Jenga. He's 0-3 overall in stool streams, but does have an ABM, average blocks per match, of 38.5, which is quite high.
I actually want to say, too, I think PFT could probably confirm, I think that's a twisted tower on the top now.
We've got a small twist in the tower here, as well as a Tittleman's crest at penis level for Tommy and at penis level for Hubs. Something to keep an eye on there. I also like Tommy's technique, his behind the back technique, ensuring that he grips the opposite side of his ribcage, almost like a shy young boy in the shower at the YMCA. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, PFT. Always doing a great job as our third member of our crew, giving us some insight we don't quite see up here in the booth. Here's Hubs, who is 0-2 in table tennis. However, making his Jenga debut, the 26-year-old from New Jersey. And Jeff, how about your keys to the match presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer?
Keys to the match, yeah, obviously these are always vitally important, and the most important one has to be for KFC and fights. It's you got to try the tablecloth move. That is the key to the match here. Everyone wants to see it. You know, you're not just in this to have people win money. You're in this to have people entertained, and that's the most entertaining move in Jenga. And then for Hubs and Tommy, it's don't pull a Yankees.
So you're telling them to win.
That's
because the
recency
Yankees
bias.
won last night.
Oh, interesting. Recency bias.
Yeah. All right, KFC going with the upper quarter of the tower. Remember, for the rookies, the fourth row is the highest you
KFC,
can
if
go.
you take that out, you have to take that, put that block back.
And Spider doing a good
have to
job
do
making
what?
sure the
If
players
you take that out, you have to put
clean
that
up.
block back. So you have to put that block back now.
Are we calling
put
him
this on
Spider
top.
as a joke?
Yeah, if you start to
Spider.
poke something out, you got to put
There
it back.
are
before you take it
multiple
out.
blocks like
So you will have to put that back.
Slight open way. Have you noticed
They were
that?
not supposed to put that block back.
Yeah,
PFT,
this is
there's-
bullshit. That's already
There's
somebody
a few
else.
blocks sticking
poked that one
out. This
out.
tower's already in terrible shape. What we actually didn't get to see before the
Well,
match.
from now on, it will be both ways.
The tower setup
I did not
was
see them
actually
do that.
incorrect off the top. It was kind of like those older AstroTurf fields, like an old giant stadium where they have to test the surface beforehand. So the surface here, the tower is a bit off in the beginning, and that's going to create some excitement, I think.
Tommy
do it.
going
Go for the
6
glory.
rows down. And
Hank
Jeff,
wants that
we
to
have
happen.
our
He's
first
so
hanger of the match. Remember, if you're new to Jenga, a hanger is a row with one block, and that's what we have, 6 rows down, just 9 turns in.
We're really attacking the bottom base of the tower, known as the big cat, where you remove
Right.
the left and right block at the bottom, make a hanging tower.
Can I note that Commissioner Hank desperately wants the tablecloth
Another
to happen?
easy move from
pushing wood.
fights. And Jeff, let's rewind a little bit to Tommy's
Yeah, of course.
move.
Wait,
a little bit of an
hang on,
interesting move. We've heard the noises before, but now
Yeah.
we are going to go visual with Tommy Smokes.
Yeah, Tommy, again, known for the moans, known for the screams in here.
I look really good right
Not a ton of effort needs to be put in terms of moans and screams, but you get that from Tommy. It's kind of like the finger gun, little finger wiggle there, holding his backside as well with his left hand and arm, like PFT mentioned.
Speaking of moans and groans.
Tommy, again, he is one of the more interesting
to go.
players in the Jenga world. I would say probably the most unique.
Right. We mentioned his moans.
Yasiel
Stay tuned for
Queen.
after
reason
this
why
match.
Tommy's the most unique.
We'll dive into the art of Tommy Smokes' moans and a little bit of a countdown. So
The
just a tease
pressure
for
is
you.
kind of on KFC
And
and fights to make me come.
Jeff
That's
Hubs is
made me
doing
come.
something that will
what?
make the entire Jenga community sad. He just eliminated the
Yeah.
potential of a hanging tower.
Yeah, the
Wait,
fans
was that
not
like a double on? like,
fans
just
booing
actually
Hubs
mean
right now for
you come?
removing
Big Cat
the
made me
middle
come.
one
Taking
at the
whatever
bottom. No longer a hanging
While
tower.
we're playing
in play.
Jenga.
We haven't seen a hanging tower in quite some time, too. It's really upsetting. You got to hope the next match someone. I imagine
Wow.
Billy Football may go for it later, and the Donnie seem like they'd be
Potentially.
ones to
But
do it
it
as
doesn't
well.
Definitely.
No,
But remember,
Froggy,
even if we don't
I
get it
don't
today,
dare-
Big Cat is locked in for
think the
Monday's
edges
match.
of
The
the-
Make
Monday
your pick.
matchups are absurd, by the way.
Yes.
I cannot wait.
They should be in by the end of the day on the Play
They're already there.
Barstool app. Oh, they're in?
Download now. Make sure. Well, I would
Download?
It's just
do your game film study
Of
on
course.
YouTube first. Yeah.
Yes.
It's just unsettling watching Tommy do the one finger poke. I don't have words to describe why it is. It's like, as the Supreme Court said regarding pornography, I can't define it, but I know it when I see it. I'm creeped out.
I don't know if it was Tommy, but I think we're going to go with Tommy. He was one compared to Salad Fingers, the old YouTube video, like the really wiry fingers. He'd eat metal spoons. That's what Tommy.
He strikes me as a guy
combos.
who would eat soup with his hands, you know?
All right, here's John
Bad character.
Feidelberg.
Used to know him
1-1
as
in
germaphobe, I
Jenga
remember that.
overall. However, Jeff, he's played
Whoa,
with
fun to try,
Casey
though. Getting cocky with
both times. split those matchups. Fights has never pulled a losing
Yeah,
block.
kiss.
Spider telling him
It's actually a good eating
the tower isn't good enough. And
Yeah.
on his opponents, Feidelberg did say, you
Chicken
put him
noodle or
against
more broth heavy?
two opponents with a weight combined of
mushroom,
200
perhaps?
pounds,
Yeah, maybe
he'll be in good shape.
Yeah, they're two of the smaller players in the
dicey
office
here.
weight. Well, I mean, good for them. Fast metabolism, I guess. But John seems confident. John a little more reserved than usual in here. Him and Casey, they're typically going at each other, yelling at each other, saying rude and crude things to each other. Right now, KFC in fights, they're rather calm. They're locked in. They're focused. This is all business today for them.
KFC, the rookie, coming out of Fordham, as does his
Hang
opponent,
on.
Tommy Smokes.
That's good. That's good.
Tommy will step into the square of doom right now.
The Square of Doom, I like that, Jay.
Tommy
That's
looks
good.
a little nervous on this poll.
Shut up.
Square of Doom.
It's
definitely
moving a
is.
lot.
If he responded like
Remember,
that, he's
Jeff,
definitely
we're at 17 blocks right now. That is our record low. It was set last week by Rhea. So a
Hey,
Tommy Jenga
can't kill
here
worse.
would tie that low record.
Now we're all on the lookout to see if Tommy's going to come. If so, who is going to make Tommy come? My money is on KFC. His hair is looking fantastic today. Just absolutely.
If you whisper in my ear right
incredibly
now,
good
that
for
might do it.
Silverstone Stadium. just touch him on the back of the neck with a strand of your hair. Not even a question from Thomas.
0-2 in Jenga,
yeah.
and
I
he
was
has
confident on
moaned, as PFT said.
I mean, I played great the
Two
first time.
matches.
Give my quote about being a statistician.
Nothing moves Tommy quite like the breath of a coworker on the back of his head.
18 blocks in, back to fights. And Jeff,
Ooh,
the
baby.
tempo of this match has certainly sped up. We're 18 blocks in. We've played for about less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, again, it's the magic of the first match. It's usually the longest match. Usually has the most controversy, has the most dramatic moments. But they're kind of flying right now. They see what they want. They pull the block, move on real quick.
Now back to Hubs. We mentioned making his
That top
Jenga
third is
debut.
dangerous. That top third is really dangerous
Yeah.
right now.
Got the hanger, and then a couple of blocks on the right.
Just the way that's hanging, because you have the two blocks hanging over the edge
Ah,
on a
big
hanger. If that thing
motherfucker.
tilts at all, it's gone. No way to save that.
Hubs getting comfortable, Jeff, with the bottom portion of the tower. Big Cat Boulevard, we like to call it. And so far, Big Cat actually has the best record overall in Jenga. He's 3-0, so Hubs not a bad strategy at all.
Undefeated. I believe PFT, he might
PFT
be...
is 2-0.
Really
Big
shaking. You're
Cat's
going to want to be
3-0.
careful
Though
here.
PFT, now that he's a sideline guy, it's unfortunate.
However, PFT will be playing with Big Cat on
Oh,
Monday.
what news?
Yeah.
Is that right?
What
On
news?
Monday.
On
yes.
Monday.
Yes. Kudos to the scheduling committee for having us play Jenga today, September 10th. I feel like tomorrow would be just wildly inappropriate.
Really not much to say on that comment, Jay.
They often told us in Big J school to let the broadcast breathe sometimes. I think that's an appropriate time to do it.
Need to mildly acknowledge it and then move on to the Jenga.
And there's a long drive to left for Castellanos.
Tower is wobbling a lot. They're confident they're moving quick, Jake, but the tower is moving.
And remember, questions 3 and 4 are at stake in the Play Barstool app. The first range is the 0 to 28 range, only picked by more than 7% of the field. The most popular pick was 33 to 36 at 35%. Jeff, this is interesting.
A-boy
We had 2 matches
What
in the
noise?
last couple of weeks.
Now,
Go-
They're just talking over it.
we just heard something
Someone made
come
a-
out of the mouth of Tommy
I was
Smokes'
mocking
mouth.
John
it was a
Feidelberg.
bit of a turkey or gerbil.
I don't know what it was, but it was bone chilling.
All right, apologies for interrupting that potential unreal moment. Let's get
Look at
another
the-
look.
Look at this. Yeah. Made like it was like a turkey gerbil
It was
hybrid
an
noise.
imitation. I was on Minnesota.
It was a what now?
I was mocking
An
him.
imitation?
Yeah.
An imitation.
He said
It's okay, don't be
something.
afraid.
Oh, it's a good one. That's what he said. That's how he sounds.
One of the worst impressions I've ever heard of anything ever.
That was fights.
All right, so after that, I don't know what you
Yikes.
want
You're
to
going to
call
want to be
that.
careful here.
Move by Tommy. The pressure now on fights, looking to elevate his record above 500 with a win today.
Atta boy.
And Jeff, going back to the stats here, 0 to 28 was only picked by 7.65%. Surprisingly enough, we had a record of 45. The 41 to plus range was the least popular. Once again, only 7%.
And I think if we're looking at it now, I think it is for the rest of the games as well, too. I think all the matches.
This is the Yankees season right here.
I'm telling you, go online, go to
Let's,
YouTube.
hey, let's play
Steel
smart here.
Stream.
Play with our
It's
hands.
like
right?
game
This-
film
this
because
roll's
you'll
fine.
know that these
Top
matches are
three you
always
can't do.
close
Yeah,
to 40 for the most part.
However,
The hunt and
the
peck
field did
strategy
do their
out there.
practice and their research because only 2 of our 12 matches have gone above the 41 block mark, and both of those matches involved Glennie Balls, who will be back in action on Monday in our grand finale.
I think we got
Who's he with?
Oh,
Big
boy.
F.
Oh, boy.
That's great to hear. Fans are loving that.
Yeah, those matchups were
units.
selected in our first ever Stool Stream selection show.
No
Yesterday
way.
on
Not even
Twitch.
close.
That's perfect.
Fuck off, Tommy.
And we have
Backseat
four
All right,
dude, straight- that's not kissing.
officiating.
I can see
Yeah,
right down
this-
the
this
barrel.
is
I can
awesome.
see,
I'll
I
show
can
you
see black.
kissing.
None of them are touching.
I'll show you kissing.
None of it. Get a zoom in
It's
here.
good. It's good.
I can see you
I'll
trying to kiss. I can
kiss
see.
you.
You're the ref.
Here it is. Here it is.
Respect the referee.
Yeah, don't fight.
I can look like a
Don't
slave
listen
over
to
here.
that.
Who's right here?
There you
Oh, there's an actual flag this week. Holy shit.
Boys, I said let's have fun and respect the game, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to
I want you to
respect the
respect the
game.
game.
You're
You
not
can
following the
see.
rules. You can see right down the barrel.
Hank's not in here. It's in the position, though, of
You
the
told
right.
me not 5 minutes ago they had to kiss. There's no kissing. There's
my
room
God.
for Jesus in between us.
You're about to block the word by the referee, all right?
Great impression.
It always
I got
happens,
video
Jake.
evidence that it's bad. All right, am I going?
It always happens in game one.
We need someone who's in the office to run the microwave and get us some popcorn.
This is
They're making it easy on us. We don't have to say much.
this was the turn we expected. Match one, it always happens, no matter the pace, no matter
Put it
who's
wherever.
in
It
it.
doesn't matter,
The
apparently. Put it in your pocket.
refereeing comes into play, and this was a rather, in my opinion,
I'm just
not to
throwing
be
it around.
biased, a rather ridiculous complaint by Fights there.
It's not
You're
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
And you can still come look.
While KFC just went, he created a double hanger about midway down the tower. Tommy going
Heidelberg,
on
he's
the
in the
fourth
box.
row.
Heidelberg, you are in the box.
If you
That
can-
is a warning.
That's a
If you
warning
can-
of
He
fights
knows what he
inside
did.
the square of doom.
I'm seeing something down here that I did not see from the previous two spiders, which is
Yep.
almost a look of joy on their faces when they get a little taste of authority. Keep an eye on that. I think Vibbs is really liking kicking people out.
Thank you, Mr. Commenter. Tommy pulls out a Tidman's crest, but Jeff, back
Hang on.
to
Fights.
Yeah.
fights. Square of doom. Foot
the
easily
Hawkeye
there.
technology
I
does
mean, they are
confirm he
absolutely
was
fucking
in the
with my
box.
guys.
It is
Fights
a
is
warning.
I'll repeat.
He can't do it
Hank
again. He
is-
doesn't get penalized for that, but that is a warning. He
Hey,
needs to be
Tommy,
careful.
hold up a couple fingers. I can guess how many because his block isn't touching.
You're good.
He's still harping on that block.
Oh, my God.
Seems to be a mistake.
Jeff, or excuse me,
This is
Fight's going with the
embarrassing.
middle finger approach.
It's a constant flipping of the bird.
This is a hell of a tower.
We saw Kawhi Leonard use his middle finger a couple of days ago. Fight's trying
go.
to replicate
This
that.
is risky.
John imitating
This
that.
is
Perfectly
risky.
fine.
John, massive
Guys
NBA
got this.
fan, was up all night watching both contests.
Can he create another double hanger? That one has momentum, and it's out.
You're going to have to put that
Trying
on
to
top
create
now,
the full
too.
slate. Only one space to go. Down the middle.
You want to be careful there because you got to get it right in the tight
That was a
spot.
great
Apparently not, though,
retower
because, again,
strategy.
you can put it wherever you want.
Great
so
retower strategy.
Don't
by
do a
Tommy and
drop. Do
Hubs.
it, yeah. Ease that bottom
Caused
one in
a
and
tough retower here by Fights.
Remember, if one of those blocks on the top fall, it's a Jenga. It would be a boring one, but it would be a Jenga.
Is that the rule? If anything hits the ground, it's a Jenga?
Except
Like a glove.
if the block you are removing falls.
No.
Yeah, we need to push that in.
You
Oh,
son
I
of a
knew
bitch!
it was
I
coming.
knew you were going to say it!
We need to push
I
that
knew you
in
were
a
going to
little bit.
say
That
it.
is unbelievable.
Oh, my
Wait, in
God.
which
Good
manner?
referee.
Describe what's
Come over here.
wrong.
Let's see
This,
from
look at the space between this
Describe
one
what's fucking
and look at
wrong,
the space
Hank.
between this one. It is the same.
It's egregious. Describe what's fucking
From
wrong.
right here,
I
you
can
can
see.
see.
I can see
If
right
you
there.
don't have
Look
to
at
fix
Tommy
the
right in
second
his
row, you don't have to
stupid
fix the top
fucking
row.
face.
Just take your finger and push him.
Now, what is the issue down here, Tom?
Now, if you could look
You
from
just
right
grab what
here,
you're
the
saying.
middle block you just put in
Good,
is
done.
hanging far out.
You're good.
On the
He
left
got away with
side,
it.
I
Got
see
away
yeah,
with
it is a bit uneven.
Got away with it.
It's interesting. Hubs has not let go of his phone in his left hand. Like he's expecting a delivery from Seamless or a call
That's how
from
you
his
don't
mom.
use your other hand.
Whatever you do to not use that block PFT, right?
Trying to
What would you
create
do,
a
PFT?
triple hanger.
I would just hold on to my nuts.
It's out.
What the fuck am I
Full
going to do?
slate to work
Always don't
with
go
up
anywhere.
top. And Jeff, we have reached the 28 block mark, a crucial point here. Remember, if KFC's move here is successful, 7.65% of the field will be eliminated. That's 1,347 of you. If he causes a Jenga, 93% of the field will be eliminated. So a pivotal point
This
on
is a
question
big turn.
4 on the Play Barstool app. Remember, only 25% selected KFC to pull the losing block. The lone rookie on his squad fights 1-1.
Nobody home.
Wobble. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Ooh.
Your
2014 Jason Derulo smash hit.
Yeah, you got that, baby.
Snoop Dogg, I think, in it, too.
See, a little worried, maybe some rookie jitters.
Going with that western block. Turning it clockwise. And it's out.
That was
You can
smooth
choose
as butter.
either side. The tower's momentum
one
continues
side
to shift
wobbly or
towards
the other?
that far side, towards PFT.
Bang.
He got it to go, and Jeff, there goes nearly 8% of the field. But remember, there's always a chance to win. Once you miss out on one question, you go 0 for 6. A $50 Barstool
Tommy, what I like
Sports
about you is how
gift
you
card
only
is
wear
coming
free
to
clothes.
one of
Watch,
you
watch.
who goes 0 for
Where's that tape?
6.
Shut up.
Back to Tommy Smokes.
Tommy wearing the no bull shoes. I think those are commonly used for
Two of the
CrossFit.
3 pieces of this outfit were free. The
Tommy's
shoes,
been wearing the no bull shoes. for
shoes
like
were a
3 straight
Barstool
years.
Radio ad deal, and this I got at a weed dispensary with Buddha Ben and Hank in Las Vegas.
Traditionally for CrossFit are people that just really want other people to think that they do CrossFit.
There is potential here for a septuple hanger. I think I just looked that up. I might be wrong.
Maybe
Maybe
7?
7 in a row.
Septuple September, that's what they're calling
Yeah.
it.
Jeff motioning towards the middle of that tower. And when we talked to Tommy before the match, he wanted us to emphasize that his opponent's KFC in fights are, quote, butt buddies. He really wanted us to hammer that one.
Jeff, what did I ask you to focus on?
Yeah. Why don't you repeat that part, mate? Why don't you tell the masses what Feidelberg described Hubbs and Tommy as?
I will not, because that is bad journalism.
Good job, Jake.
The docking
What is the
duo
penalty
is
if
what they're known as.
Really
I don't know
close
the
to the
answer to
box
that.
there.
All right, Tom, you got to
Yeah, remember, Feidelberg did have a warning. Another step in the square
This
of
is gonna
doom
be a
would
risk.
be a violation, which would force his partner
You got it.
KFC
Easy.
to remove the first block he
Holy
touches.
shit.
But we're not there yet. Spider
Get
doing a
that
good
one.
job maintaining the space, as Tommy Smokes is the only player allowed in that square of doom here on block 30.
Tommy making it seem like this is going to be a tough pull, but it's not moving that much. It's rather easy as long as you can read tower.
Tommy, try that fourth row.
I made it look easy. One
Another
of the
full
greats.
slate in the books, and then next window on question 4,
Wait,
29
I
to
was gonna say, let's see what's
32.
fucking-
That was
green
picked
light.
by 1/5 out of our field.
Careful.
Those
More
are
than
tight.
3,400 people.
Just like your mom.
So back
It's a mom joke.
to Feidelberg.
This is going to be a tough round.
That's interesting. I was actually in the bathroom all morning today, preparing, seeing which player would be the last one to make BM. Feidelberg did not take a BM this morning. I was tallying every other player's presence. They all went to the bathroom, went number 2, except for fights. He's light. You can see that he's light.
Thank you, PFT. Fights
Your
1 and
tower,
1
Eric.
overall. Has that ABM of 35.5. Now Hubs. An ABM again.
This is like one of those
Average
towers in
blocks
China that
per
are, like,
match.
open so dragons can fly
Individual
through. Ever
statistics.
seen those buildings?
Yes.
I think that's
Tommy's
what it's for,
ABM,
dragons.
38.5.
That's what it's for. It's
Yeah,
like
and they put cranes on top too.
Come on, your mother's ass.
Mother's
Hubs going with
I'll
the
show you
tallest he
come
can
on
go.
your
He
mother's
went with it because
ass.
it looked like the easiest, but every poke this thing is tilting back and forth, Jay.
I keep missing Tommy. Like, I come like halfway in and she'll like come on my
We got
ass.
this. We got this.
Hubs making his debut. Tommy did tell us he is going to help out Hubs because he can help him out with a lot of life skills in addition to Jenga skills as well.
What?
Let's focus
Team
here.
dissension.
Why did you say
Please,
focus.
please elaborate on that. What kind of things could you help out?
What do you
Let's
what do you-
focus here, Hubes.
What do you think Hubs needs help with most?
What? Nothing.
Like,
He's
no,
Oh,
perfect
yeah, I mean, you
as
said
it
you
is.
could give him help, so I think you should probably elaborate on what
That's a
you can do.
misquote. That's some poor journalism.
Nope, that is exactly what Tommy told me, and I
Credit
wrote
to
it
me
down.
just blocking that out and just doing the job there.
Trying to frame me for fake news.
He actually said, I taught Hubs a lot about life, and he lacks a lot of life skills.
Second part, absolutely true. He has not taught me anything though.
This is
Cannot.
it's going down.
Agree to disagree.
Another pivotal point. Remember the 29 to 32 range in danger. KFC has 20% of the field in his hands right now.
I've noticed
Hey!
that. Let the players play a little bit.
That seems illegal.
Probably my best
Tommy just said that
see
seems
what they
illegal.
do.
We have no idea what he's talking about.
What he's talking
The tower, I didn't come close to touching the
They
tower.
don't respect the authority that much, though.
It's felt illegal.
They always think that it's Hank in your earpiece telling you what to do. You've got a big conspiracy.
this is
against
dangerous.
Hank's.
PFT, I think you confirm there's at least 40 people, professional referees in his ear. When we say we're going to the
There are
replay
many
booth.
voices in
Manhattan.
his ear.
In Manhattan,
Yeah.
the amount of people that
have
make
to
the
keep tapping.
decision.
Yeah.
Why anyone questions it down there is
Back into
beyond
it,
me.
right?
Well, we kick it back to New
This
York. It's
tower's
usually a
coming
team.
down.
It's really a council, and the majority make
Static-
a ruling, and
Watson,
then
the
Hank
robot from
always
Jeopardy, is
overrules
one of
them.
them.
Yes. Hank is the one that makes the final call. It's really unnecessary and superfluous that we have that many referees.
I don't think so.
But at the end of the day, it's just
try. What's
it's just
worst that
Hank.
happens? You lose.
It's really just Hank.
The complaining has gone away, though, which
For
is
now.
surprising because usually the complaining ramps up right away in match 1. But they seem to focus more on the game itself.
Jeff, I'm going to bet on there being one more lashing out at our official Spider before this match is over.
That is a good wager there, Jake.
KFC's sliding in the middle, and another full slate is complete.
And the
cleanup.
The wherewithal to know he would have had to have cleaned that up. He just went and did it anyway, got out of the way.
Gentleman.
Smart player.
Leave the tower better than you found it.
48% eliminated, and more than a quarter of our field is done.
We got a replay? Nope. All right,
Smart
game on.
You're not even
player.
giving your boy a
Way to
replay on
throw
how
Let's
it.
take a
coming.
look, Jake, at that pull there by
Throw me out
Kevin.
of my
Very
rhythm.
calm,
Hang on, Tommy.
very
It's coming.
collected. At the top, though,
This
he
is ridiculous.
repositions and re-towers everything else, knowing that he was going to be asked by Spider to fix everything. That's not a rookie anymore.
You're good, Tommy.
33 blocks complete. And Jeff, we have now entered the window of our most popular pick. 35% of the field
Yep.
picked the 33 to 36 range on question 4 on the Play Barstool app.
This thing, though, if you watch enough of these, you notice that there's a moment in the 20s where it wobbles, and then there's moments in the 30s where it doesn't move at all. We may have hit that spot.
Jeff, we've seen Hubs attack Big Cat Boulevard down low. In the bottom 6-7 rows, there's only a handful of moves left.
Thing about me,
Tommy
I'm a
grabbing his
great fucking
back.
player. Great fucking player.
Tommy looks like a clip art of an older person. Like, punching over, grabbing their back.
Yeah, he's wearing
Like if you had a
a
backache clip art, it would be that.
neighborhood new grandmother's walking attire right now. That's kind of what time he's going.
All right, let's focus on the tower here, folks.
Oh, couple of
Oh,
seesaws
wiggle.
back and forth
Whoa.
from fights.
Still moving.
Lets it stabilize. 34 blocks into this match. Remember last
We're
week,
leaning
our
heavy
matches, we had the
towards you right
lowest and the highest, 17 and 45,
Yeah,
in addition to
baby.
a 33 block
yeah,
match,
Did you get
which
one?
Tommy
Yeah,
Smokes
fourth row.
pulled the
Yeah.
losing
Fourth row.
block. So
Look,
Tommy's actually playing
that
back-to-back
big.
Jenga matches.
I am not biased. I'm not rooting for anybody, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't excited to see what Tommy will do when he does
I
eventually
think
win.
we're leaning this way, so I think you should.
Tommy
on the right,
0
on the
and
other
3
side. I think.
overall
Does that make sense?
in the Triple S.
It's leaning this
Hubs
way
0
to-
and 2.
no, it's not
Combined
bad.
0
I would
and
guess
5,
so.
Jeff.
Yeah, I think so.
Are they due or are they just bad?
I think they're
Gentle,
due.
gentle. Don't
I
do
think
that
they're due,
clock
especially
down.
Tommy, because Tommy is now his third Jenga one. Tommy's been in 2
Not a
really
bang.
good matches, and his teammate really put him in a bad
we're
spot
getting
last
into an
week.
area where it's going to be
KB
tough for
once,
us to
Liz the other time.
We're talking about height, but you can use stools.
Yeah,
or,
Oh, that would be the most
boxes.
emasculating thing I've ever
Someone's
seen.
already done it.
Who did that?
We have an apple box.
I think there've been a significant. I think
Couple of
Glenny's had to do
chairs.
it.
I believe it was Nate.
PFT,
Nate
what do you
Collins
think?
had
That?
to be in there.
I would- I
think
don't
want to
What are you
want
seeing
to follow
down
that.
I'm seeing a lot of stuff down here. This tower's structural
Let's be
integrity
careful.
is severely lacking.
Come on.
It is one WAP. It is a wobbly ass platform. Hubs is doing his
focus on
hunt and
pull.
peck, but I'm not so sure this tower lasts longer than 2 or 3 turns.
35 blocks.
We say that, but for some reason, in the middle of the 30s, the tower sometimes sturdies out a little bit. It's a weird trend we've noticed.
Hubs trying to create another full slate. A full slate, if you're
No.
new to Jenga, is a complete
I'll fix
row
it, I'll
of
fix
3,
it.
but has plenty of cleaning up to do up top.
And he's going to
that
tap it
good?
up top.
That's good.
Nope.
That's good.
John thinks he's the ref again.
There it is.
Interesting.
There you go. That's good.
It's confirmed. And John confirms it's good.
Back to the top of the order in our rookie, KFC, the man from the Bronx, trying to get a win in his debut.
Do your carpet thing. Or tablecloth. Fuck, it's called.
I'm gonna try it. Unless you're a girl.
Whoa.
Tommy with a big-time diss and another pivotal point.
A little
This
casual
is
misogyny.
Misogyny.
popular pick,
Misogyny for the boys
33 to
back home.
36, 35%.
It almost
on
has
the
to be
hot
this
seat.
one here.
Tablecloth.
No, this is not a tableclothable.
Remember, it's a-
I don't,
Oh, yeah.
I don't see any
Motherfucker.
tablecloth.
It's interesting
Oh,
because,
yeah.
because Tommy and Hubs actually sabotaged the tablecloth early on, and now they're asking them to do the tablecloth. It's like, pick up your mind, make up your mind down here. You shouldn't have taken that middle one out if you wanted the tablecloth.
Will Tommy do the tablecloth himself?
baby.
It's out for KFC, and Jeff, just like that, "35% of the field is done."
Very smart retower. He made sure that John would only have
Nobody
to tower
fucks with my
on
rhythm
one
like that.
side. Earlier we saw John at the tower in the middle. He was thinking ahead. He made sure that John's retower would just be on the left or the right. But will it matter? Because that tower is moving, Jake.
37 blocks in. This range, 37 to 40, 31% of the field. So we have the 37 to 40 range, then 41 plus. So Jeff, we've already eliminated 2/3 of our competitors,
if you
more than
block me on that, I'm gonna be so
17,000
mad
on
at
Play
you.
Barstool app. Fight's getting awfully close to that square of doom. Remember, he already has a warning.
He is really, he's within a
I wish I could rip
few
a fart right in your
centimeters.
face right now.
Can't fart on command. What are you, a woman?
Tommy in desperate need of a win here inside the Triple
It
S.
looked like a couple blocks moved with that move there. Oh, he is reaching into the Tittleman's crest there to try to pull a block out.
Yeah, it's like almost like he's
also
giving
far
birth
out,
to a
no.
calf. Just sticking his hand elbow deep in there.
Tommy searching below that double hanger, Jeff. How risky of the move is
Oh,
that?
he's really being incredibly physical with this tower right now.
Remember,
manhandling
double
it.
hanger up top,
Pushing
too.
those 2 blocks with those.
This is the
He's
toughest move
touching
of the
4
match.
blocks at once here.
That's legal, moron.
John yelling about something that's
That
perfectly
should be
legal.
legal.
A perfectly
That
legal
should
move from Tommy
absolutely not be
Smokes.
legal.
John may have to make his own Jenga league here.
There it is. A
For all these
complaint about the
rules.
rules.
I don't think you got it. I think
You were right.
We should add a question in the Play
think you're
Barstool
a little too
app.
overconfident.
Zones of
Amount of
complaints.
complaints.
Yes.
Oh,
Tommy struggling.
2 steps that way.
ref doing a great job making sure there's no tower that falls on
You're right
anybody.
behind. You're right behind.
This would be a potential back-to-back losing block pulled by Tommy Smokes.
Yes.
But it's out.
Finish the job.
Has either side to work with.
Is that the right thing to do?
Way to go.
What a move.
I cannot believe that.
Oh, not,
straight
not
up.
done yet. Spider
That
says
right
it's
block
not
needs
clean
to go
enough.
forward. That looks good to me.
I cannot believe that thing stayed up.
Wow.
I'm something else.
I think he might have got away with
I
one there
think
too.
so too. If you see on your screen
It's
right
a
now,
messy
there's
top. That's
there
some
w-
sloppy top
there
from
is
Tommy.
a gap
Whoa,
on that top
crazy
row.
boy.
Some more
You
wobbling
crazy boy.
from Feidelberg.
I cannot believe that my partner's
major
gonna have to deal with
poke.
that mess of a top up there. I cannot believe you allowed
Well,
that.
that's
made him
because
clean
the
it up.
middle block
You
was
did
all
not.
over.
You're
It's a
giving an
complete
earful
catastrophe.
to that
thing's all over
interesting retower by Tommy Smokes, but Fights has it out. Only
Look at
has
that
one place to
sloppy
go.
top.
Hubs is fucked. Get him the fucking apple box.
Careful.
Is he gonna drop it?
James, whose side are you on?
Is he gonna drop it?
Neither. The game.
Oh, he almost fell over, I
It
think.
stabilizes. The turn complete. It is another full slate, and we are 38 blocks deep. 39, excuse me.
This tower is just insane. When the action at the top, it looks like one of those inflatable guys at a car dealership, just back and forth, back
A
and forth.
wacky waving arm inflatable tube man.
Exactly, and even the slightest hint of air conditioning hitting the air here in Stillstream Stadium is enough to knock
Pulling
this
out
sucker
the
over.
edges is sometimes
Hubs
what I
initially
do.
searching
need
for
to get
Big
like a
Cat
little bit of-
Boulevard down low. He's gone there a couple of times today, but the rookie is in deep trouble.
Oh, don't! You're
He
poking hard. You're
looks
poking hard. You're poking
I gotta
perplexed.
fucking poke a little
You
hard.
can usually tell where the easier ones are, but at this point in the game, it's impossible. This is
Is this the
essentially a
craziest tower
crapshoot.
you've seen?
I don't have a time limit, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Goes just up and to the left, up and like the guy from Wifey's World.
This might be the messiest tower. Might be the messiest.
True legend of
towers.
the game. They're back, by the way.
Are they?
Yeah.
Hubs initially zoned in on
Them,
that
they still have
penultimate
an army
run
in the back.
from the bottom.
I just need Naughty Alley to come
Could
back
we
and
get
complete the
another
trifecta.
40
We're good to
block
go.
Naughty Alley, Dawn's Place. Collect them all.
It's like they're cemented in.
Ah, hello.
Hubs has an opening
Fuck.
midway
What's the MILF Hunter been
on
doing?
top of a triple hanger. Could he make it a quadruple hanger?
What's our clock at?
He thought, but he doesn't have it.
60 seconds to pick a block.
60 seconds to pick a block. Remember, Jeff, if you're new
thought
to
that one was
Jenga,
loose,
that
but
is
it's
not a
not.
shot clock. You have 60 seconds to pick the block you are going to remove.
Correct, which is
It's
essentially the
wobbling.
hardest thing
Nothing
there
else.
is too, though. Just picking it is
You know what, you
essentially
should probably
sealing
just
your
yank
own
that one.
fate. So that is a big deal. But yes,
50
once
seconds,
you
pick a
you
block.
have time
Try to
to
pull
figure
like
out the
that.
move.
Not the end of the world. How will Hubs' Jenga debut?
Remember, you can
40
touch the blocks
seconds.
around.
The top twisted there. It was tough to see.
Double hanger in
You
rows
were
5 and 6.
probably
On top
paying
of the
attention.
split vice.
Yeah, probably paying attention to his move, but if you missed it, the
30
top
seconds
did
to pick a
twist.
block.
I would say this is the one he's picking.
I'm picking this one.
He's picking that
All right,
one.
he is locked in on that
boy.
eastern block,
I
about
spoke
8
too
rows up.
You spoke way too
Well,
soon,
yeah.
friend.
There was no
And
reason.
a full
to-
30
No
seconds.
reason.
Yeah.
It's moving. So is the rest of the.
Let's
Tower.
wobble.
Hubs
I don't know.
trying to create
I
some
don't know.
momentum.
Keep doing what we're doing here, kid.
He's got time. He can do that.
Now he has unlimited time.
A lot of
Yeah.
No
lot of
time
very
limit now.
nervous
Now you
Hubs
can just-
fantasy owners
Now you have as
right
long
now.
as you want to knock this tower over.
Hubs, 24% of the field picked this rookie
It's okay.
to pull the losing block.
Even if you lose tonight, you can go home and watch baseball.
If this
You can-
does wiggle
you
out,
can get rained
though,
out tonight.
the mood changes so quick in Jenga. If he
Right.
can make
I think
this
he's
move,
got it. To be honest, I think
I
he's
don't
got
see
it.
Is it moving crazy? I can't.
I don't
No,
see
you're,
it
you're all
happening.
right.
I
Just
think he's got it.
He's got
Keep-
some
keep
more
that.
momentum.
maybe
I
use
don't
your
see it
thumb
happening.
to.
But
My
Jeff,
bad.
remember, there's
Above
that
it.
double hanger on top of that double split vice. 5 rows down.
It's moving up top. It's
There's
moving.
no way.
Top of a triple hanger
There's absolutely
midway
no
through
way.
the tower. PFT doesn't believe in
way.
Hubs.
tower twisted in
That's
multiple
gotta
places.
fall. I mean, laws of fucking gravity and physics here.
Hubs is trying to defecate, ejaculate, and urinate all over Isaac Newton at once with this pull.
He's gonna get it.
Hubs has some more momentum.
No, come on, wobble for me, you
Use your
fucking
thumb
tower.
to hold the tower right above it as you push it out.
This thumb?
No, no, no. Your right
Still
thumb.
holding his phone in his left hand. Does not left his side. The block comes out even more. And
to be
more.
working.
Can he take it out?
I don't.
It's a Jenga for the rookie and Team KFC Radio survives.
And
a finish.
it hit him in the top of the head, too. He might be
You hate
concussed.
to see it. It's a real
Almost an incredible move there at the
so
end.
close.
May need the med team to make sure he's
Tommy,
not
what do you
concussed
have,
after
1-2?
that. But that's right. KFC picks up a
Beautiful.
1-0 victory here in his
It
debut.
tastes like grapefruit.
Sipping some
real
celebration
vodka,
high noon there,
thanks to
Jake.
high
That was a
noon.
great match.
I had
well
no nerves,
paced.
I was calm,
a little
cool, and
complaining, but
collected.
you know
Go
what?
about
That's
that.
entertaining. We like to see
Championship
that.
nooners.
Good, hard fun, and KFC in fights. They are the
Hey,
winners
hell of a game.
in match 1.
39 blocks, but Jeff,
Corral.
let's see another look at this
You know what, give
losing
me a little-
block from Hubs. It got dangerous.
It did. It hit him right in the top. It hit almost the entire top of the tower. Maybe in pain here. Take a look at that again in slow motion.
Yeah, right in the
I
fucking
actually thought he did successfully
was
make
more
the
in
pull.
disbelief.
It was too wobbly. And it just had no chance, and there was no way to save it for him. He was too focused on the block. It is all.
I had no idea. Right there, right
That is it. Our rookie Hubs moves to 0-1 in Jenga, 0-3 overall here inside the Triple S. And he and his partner Tommy Smokes
I think the most excited
are
person was
sitting
Gibbs there.
down the street with PFT comments.
Partial referee of all time.
Thank you guys. Yeah, that's quite a replay that we just saw. We're down here with the two individuals who lost the match of Jenga. Hubs, I'd like to start with you. First of all, I think everybody at home wants to know, how are you feeling? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm
Concussion
fine. Might be a
protocol?
little concussed. Need to get tested after this, but I think I'm okay. I'm more stunned that the tower fell. I thought I had it.
Count backwards from 7, starting at 64.
63, 62.
No, okay, he is severely we've got an issue. Let's get him locked up in the concussion tent real
Okay.
quick.
Okay.
Tommy, you are the most losing player in the history of Giant Jenga.
I'm.
I haven't
Yeah,
asked my question yet. I wanted to begin by reminding you that you are, in fact, the most losing player in the history of Giant Jenga. My question for you is, how do you sleep at night?
I'm Mike Trout. I'm a great player, great individual player. I've been on some losing teams, but anyone who's watched, look, Hubs played great today. I'm proud of him.
Right
I've
under
been
the bus, Hubs.
But look, of my 3 matches, I've only pulled the losing block once. KB kind of set me up for failure that one time by going out of turn. If you've watched the tape, if you don't look at your little numbers like the little nerds, if you watch the game with your eyes, you'll see I'm a great fucking player. Great fucking player that's been the victim of some bad luck.
Well, his name is Tommy Smokes, not Tom Us Smokes. Quite a selfish post-game interview by him. I think that he's going to have a hard time finding a partner in Giant Jenga after something like that. More of an individual guy. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you so much, PFT. Now, Jeff, a combined 0-6 in this room. 0-7. 4 losses for Tommy, 3 in Jenga, 1 in Cornhole.
Yeah, Cornhole was
And
tough.
Hubs has 2 ping pong losses and now a Jenga. 0-7 overall. The juju's just not there.
No, but he seems very confident. He'll be back, and people want to see that. Maybe he's going to become the villain of this room. He seems to not care no matter what, win or lose. Didn't pull the losing block there. Was it his fault? It doesn't seem like he thinks it's his fault. He'll have probably a new partner again, and we'll see if he can find some magic next time.
All right, back down the stream in the winner's circle, PFT with KFC and Fights.
Yes, thank you, Double J's. I am here with Fights with KFC. They are partners off the court. They're partners on the court. First of all, did you guys just know that you were going to win when you saw Hubs finagling that last piece?
I knew we were going to win as soon as I knew Tommy was playing. I knew that
That's rich. That's rich.
See his face, like you can just tell. Look how he just stands. He's just a classic A-boy with his arms fucking tucked up here. That's not a winner.
He looks like a loser.
He looks like a loser. He wears exclusively free clothing. He admitted it. That's a loser.
Yeah, Tommy does look like a 7-year-old ant. But to be fair, Fights also is dressed today like he's a 6-year-old.
I'm dressed like a kid who forgot his gym clothes. And I had to borrow a couple of
whatever it
friends'
takes to win. Kevin, you came into Stoolstream Stadium immediately. The crowd was buzzing, just looking dapper. One of our more dapper competitors.
You've been complimenting me all day, and I really appreciate it.
So was this a look good, feel good, play good situation?
That's every day for me, baby. It's every single day. Look good, feel good, play good. Do you think anybody will ever want to play with Tommy again?
Maybe Deion Sanders, because I think he's the only person whose ego can actually overlap Tommy's. So we'll see about that when Primetime gets up to headquarters here in New York. Back to you guys in the booth, Double J's.
Prime time,
so
of course,
much,
listed
Mr.
listed on the Barstool blogger page between Dope
Thanks,
Ropes.
I honestly think I have a
Devlin.
similar
You can find
Really?
it on
Of course you do.
BarstoolSports.com. Deion Sanders. Interesting enough, from Kevin is what I want to pose again, Jake. Who will Tommy play with next when he's in
It's
your
like NFL refs.
Suit every day.
But would you want to play with
Obviously
Tommy?
see that it's like
Clearly
not
blames
good,
other
and then
people.
they're just like getting here.
I don't know
and
how
like, yeah, it's good.
intrigued
Like,
that is.
I don't know, but okay.
All right,
that would be a
Jeff, before we
shitty
move
job.
on to match
Because Hank's just
two,
like, no, it's not.
we have
And
had
I'm
8
just like, all right,
broadcasts
yeah.
so far,
Yes.
and there have been tons of unreal jaw-dropping moments. Let's rewind and count down the top 5 Stool Streams moments so far. Number 5, let's start off with some table tennis. Hank versus myself. And we've had a long rivalry, but this was our first ever match on camera, and Hank got the best of me, and I had that ankle injury, not to make any excuses. You won game 1, but then I stormed back, won games 2 and 3 to start my Stool Streams career off 1-0. Off to the Jenga tower, where Tommy Smokes made some, let's just say, noises. It's a Jenga one with some sort of, I don't really know how to describe it. And then fast forward a few days later, the same thing happens in Cornhole. Big Cat trying to keep his composure. We've seen Composure Cat. Not so much the case there, and you can't really blame him after Tommy's weird noises. Back to table tennis, Frankie versus Hub. Speaking of rivalries, these two have gone at it for months and even years on the table tennis table. This one was nothing short of dramatic. Hubs blew a couple of big leads, and eventually it was Frankie Borelli who came back on top in a 3-set thriller. Hubs admitted to us that he even lost sleep over this one, and Frankie started his Stool Streams career off in the win column. Hubs with a brutal loss. Number 2, Glennie Balls. I mean, I'm not supposed to be biased by any means, but this man has been the MVP of Stool Stream so far. This was his debut. He was disqualified after using 2 hands against Brandon and Nate. They had the option to win via DQ. They took it. Glennie called them peasants, but Glennie Balls got the last laugh. And that'll take us to our top moment from Stool Stream so far. Glennie going the extra distance. You see right here, taping his left hand to ensure that he would not touch the blocks with 2 hands again. Impossible, right? You see right there, nothing is impossible. Despite the tape, 2 hands right there. But Glennie did win the match. All right, Jeff. 5 moments there. What stood out to you? It's got to be Glennie Balls, right?
Glennie, it is. I mean, you are a fool if you're not picking Glennie Balls as the top moment. It's no joke. Not for this broadcast, not just for these scenes. Like, that is one of the most unreal things I've ever seen in any sort of competition. The fact he touched that block with 2 hands despite it being duct taped to the side of his body, it just doesn't make sense. And only Glennie Balls could do something like that. And it's tough not to see him here today, but guess what? Like you said earlier, back on Monday.
Play Barstool app.
Monday.
Glennie and Big Ev against Tommy Smokes, who is now 0-4 inside the Triple S with Captain Cons. They're the last match on Monday. A couple of other great matches, too, including Mr. Cat and Mr. Commenter. They're teaming up once again. But Jeff, now let's shift back to today. We have match 2, questions 1 and 2 on the Play Barstool app. It is the Donnies against Liz and Trista. Should be a phenomenal match.
Yeah, Donnies. They spelled the Donnie a little differently. N-N-I-E-S, N-N-Y. That's a big difference there. But they know each other well. Donnie, very young, 24. Looks like he's 20 years old. Other Donnie, Chef Donnie's 23. Both competitors. Obviously, Chef Donnie on Food Network before. Other Donnie, Wonton Don on the BarstoolSports.com website. He's a Super Bowl champion. Won the Super Bowl of China a couple years ago. So these guys are real competitors. Liz has now been in here. This, I believe, her 3rd different teammate. Has had some really close, tough matches. However, I want to note, I don't see the teammate.
We are waiting on Trista.
We are currently playing by herself at this point, but yes, Donnie has been in here multiple times, also in our test events as well. He's played a couple Jenga matches, cornhole matches as well. Will Donnie don a drink in his hand? Will he don a high noon?
As we await on the arrival of our 4th player, Jeff, the Play Barstool app had a little bit of an update the other day. There is stool streams to pick right now, but we mentioned it is NFL kickoff day as well, and you can win up to $25,000 in the Play Barstool app this Sunday. Here's how to win that. Football season is here. Welcome to the Pigskin Parlay on the Play Barstool app. The $25,000 jackpot is up for grabs each and every week, but it will not be easy. Carefully pick the 10 listed NFL games with who you think will cover the spread in each matchup. If you nail all of those, you'll have a chance to win the grand prize by filling in the exact score on Monday Night Football. If you're spot on, the $25K is yours. But don't worry, there is still $1,000 on the line every time, and that prize will go to those who have the most picks correct week in and week out. Good luck. All right, Jeff. It seems simple. It is far from simple. Basically a 10-game parlay with the spread in the exact Monday Night Football. However, there's $1K on the line each and every week. The highest number of correct will either get or split the $1K. So that'll be up. That would guaranteed handed out.
You're not putting anything into this either.
Right. It's free.
So I mean, you are wasting an ability to win money if you're not in there right now. Right now, we have this break in the action. Go in there. Put your picks in there. Because you can win a lot for nothing, basically.
How about tonight? Tonight's game not involved in the Pigskin Parlay, but Chiefs, I think it's 9.5. What are you seeing as what's going to happen?
Well, I think they have like a few fans there. That has to be a big deal. I think they're going to have
20% or something.
Like 20, yeah, it's like 1,500 fans. Actually, I'm terrible at math, Jake, so I'm probably the worst person to ask for what the percentage is there. But you got to think Texans probably on their mind from blowing that big lead in Arrowhead last year, but with all that money on the field between Mahomes and Watson and the fact that it's just football in general, I know I'm very excited. I know PFT's excited, though. I do want to know PFT earlier today could not name an NFL team with the colors orange and blue in their jerseys, which is a bit ironic because wearing orange and blue right now.
Are the Broncos the only team?
Yeah, one would think that the NFL guy would know the question, but he didn't know that.
That's not fair, Jeff.
So
that's
I would say
fair.
Ranking
Jeff,
excitement for tonight,
that's not
you
fair.
and me, and then
Jeff,
PFT.
Unfair, Jeff.
All right, we've got
There's
some
only
tension
one team.
between our
I was
broadcast
under
crew.
the gun, Jeff. Also, I'll have you know that I nailed the Edmonton Oilers on the orange and blue uniforms. So I'll thank you to keep your mouth shut. Back to you, Jeff.
All right, thanks so much, PFT. Great news. We have found Trista. She is here. Better late than never. So let's start off.
I thought we were
match
set for 2.
number
2 p.m.
2. Questions 1 and 2 on the Play Barstool app. The order, very important.
It is very
Wonton
important.
Don, Liz, Chef Donnie, Trista. Wonton Don, Liz, Chef Donnie, Trista. So if the Wonton Don wants to start things off, he has the green light.
I believe Liz was involved with the match that had the out of order turn last week with KB. Yeah, so she knows very well. Make sure the
Keep
order
it clean. Watch our feet in the box, everybody. Let's have some fun.
Wonton Don, 33 years old, out of Rangoon Rapping Tech. He is 1-0 overall. He participated in our debut a month ago with Big Cat in a 31 block extravaganza.
It's good.
back pocket move for Donnie.
Oh, like we can't
It's
go
like a
in.
tourist in a city worrying about his wallet.
Jeff, how about your keys to the match presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer?
Keys to the match for the Donnies. They're a bit wild.
There we
Muck
go.
the game up a bit. Do something a little crazy. These guys like to live on the edge, live dangerously, as they say. Why not do that? Why not alter this tower early, do some crazy things? And on the other side, don't take that bait. Don't take that bait at all, because if you take that bait, it essentially will mean a short and quick game. And you don't want to put in the position where it no longer takes skill and it's just luck of the draw with the blocks, which is what we've seen before.
No doubt about it. And now we get our
Chef Donnie
first
likes
look
to climb
at
towers.
a rookie in
Can I pull from
Chef
this or
Donnie, the
not?
23-year-old 6-footer, 180 pounds out of
You have to,
Minneapolis, making his Stool
can't take
Streams
top three
debut.
first.
But Jeff,
Okay.
his partnership
But if
with
there's
the
one block on it, it
Wonton
counts.
Don is
Good.
all about chemistry, because the
If there's
Wonton
one
Don
block, it counts.
mentioned
Yeah,
to
it doesn't need
me
to be like a full
that
through.
these
Okay.
guys have been through a lot together. They've been in a heroin tunnel in Las Vegas. They've been on the border of Afghanistan. So a Jenga match is nothing.
First players in this room to have gone to the border of Afghanistan and played Jenga.
Good.
Jake,
A
did
big
you say
Jenga.
Afghanistan?
I may have slipped up there. That's
Afghanistan.
Azkaban is
No
Harry
offense.
Potter.
Jake,
Jake, I'd like to hear an apology for you.
I
I see Jake's
apologize.
search history there. My goodness.
I'm not on my game today. We've got laughing during a moment
You're on your
of
game. You're
silence.
just thinking about, jeez. We know what Jake was doing during that top 5. My goodness.
All right, so back to the Wonton Don, who
Afghanistan.
mentioned that in his debut a month ago, he got some, I can't curse, but he got some SHIT
Why
for
not?
his shakes. And he wants everyone to know that he's more than his shakes.
Yeah,
Even though
I mean,
he won
if
the match.
If you just take a
Is that
look
good?
at the vibe
You gotta
down
get on
here,
the edge a little bit. You gotta scoot over with your finger.
Donnie gives off strong Coke dealer vibes. Liz gives off strong, someone who returned
customer
cocaine
vibes.
to a
Yeah,
lost
he-
and found.
Like he's
If
right
she
out of
encountered
like
it
a
in the
Harmony
wild
Korine
vibes.
movie, like Spring Breakers.
That's much more offensive than.
He also has the strap for his glasses so they don't fall off when he bends over to look at the blocks. I think that's very smart. Thinking ahead, that's a competitor.
Jeff, we have the numbers in from the Play Barstool app. Trista, the most popular pick to pull the losing block at 37%.
No shit.
Her partner, Liz, 33%, 1/3 of the field. Heavy favorites, the
Jesus
Donnies.
Christ. Oh, there we go.
18.55%
show
for
'em.
Chef Donnie and the
That one looks
Wonton
good.
Don. Just 11%, so the field really believing in the Donnies today.
There we go.
Developing story down here. We are down to about 67 degrees on the floor. This is the coldest that Stool Stream Stadium has ever been in record history. This is the Snow Bowl of Giant Jenga. Liz is bundled up. Clearly, the cold is affecting her a little bit. On the other hand, it looks like Donnie and
That's
Donnie.
why I shake.
Yeah, Donnie's saying he might be getting
Yeah,
a little
that's
chilly
why.
down here too. Somebody keep an eye on
very
that.
cold.
Back to you.
PFC, what's the reason for that drop in temperature? Anything different in the
A ghost. There's a ghost.
Oh.
In there. I gotta tell you.
Oh, the ghost of
Yeah.
who? Do you know who the ghost
Pretty
is?
snug.
They packed a tight tower.
No, has not confirmed who the ghost belongs to. Just a ghost.
Sonny
right.
Bono.
Other way.
It is. You know what? It is the
ref
ghost
is
of
on
Sonny
it.
Bono, or perhaps the Kennedy who skied into a tree.
That doesn't look like his. Is that
All right, PFT.
One
it's
of the tree victims.
Chef Donnie just
They do not
created
like structures made out of wood.
a new slate.
Speak for
Now
yourself.
it's up to
Watch that camera
Trista,
and that camera right there.
who said she actually expected
stay
both
towards-
Donnies
stay
to
towards
wear
this side, though.
sunglasses in this match and expected them to both be high, which she said she didn't know if that would help or hurt them.
Oh wait.
That's a classic not
Oh,
knowing
that's
your
the
competitors,
fourth,
I think.
right?
We have.
I don't think I've ever
Yeah,
seen
that's
Chef
okay.
Donnie in glasses at all.
Well,
Or
on the
smoke
Play
weed.
Barstool app, his headshot is in sunglasses. So that
Okay,
could be
you
the
are right.
reason.
I do see that. His logo, I believe, is.
Yeah.
I may be wrong on that. Did I just make that up? Is his
What's that?
logo sunglasses? No, it's a
Logo.
Chef Donnie's.
You used to always rock a headband. That was when your hair was.
Push that a little more.
Yours,
China,
it's a
like China
butcher's
did.
knife, right?
It's a butcher's
It's a
knife,
butcher's
yeah.
knife. Often confused with sunglasses.
Well done. Well
You would
done.
be a terrible.
It's got the
witness in
same
a court of law,
roundage, yeah.
Jeff.
Is this me?
Back to the top of the order
Don't wanna
in the
go out of turn.
Wonton Don. Mentioned
You should,
August
just to see what
12th
happens.
was his last match
How is that one?
with
How did
Big
I not see
Cat,
that
a
one?
win over Marty Mush and Nick.
It's a good block.
Donnie with the back pocket move still. PFT, how wedged in is that hand into his back pocket?
He's up to his wrist. He's firmly in there, grabbing the bottom of his pocket, making sure that there's no chance that thing unclinches. Smart move by Donnie.
Another full slate, nearly complete
I had
from the
2
Wonton
hand
Don.
violations last time.
We mentioned question 1. The Wonton Don is the least popular pick to pull the losing block, which is good for him. In
Wow.
terms of question 2,
Good.
once again,
Excuse
Jeff,
me.
that 33 to 36 range, the most popular, an overwhelming 42% of the field. However, on the flip side, 41 plus, the highest you can go, less than 2% picked.
We
There
have
we
toed
go.
the line on that a lot. I'm surprised more people don't take the chance on that because at this point it seems like if you do get in early on that
Ooh.
level, if that hits, you are now part of a very small group that's still alive.
Yeah, entering this match, there are 1,357 of you still alive for that progressive jackpot rollover of a G. $1,000 on the line after nobody got it in last week's broadcast. And remember, if no one goes 6 for 6 today, it'll be $1,500 on Monday. We'll have some Jenga again, which is the record. We had one person win $1,500 by themselves a couple of weeks ago.
You almost saw a bit of a show-off move here, like a bat flip move by Liz Gonzales after last pick.
Okay.
She stacked it on
So
top,
just give it a
remained
nice little
in
tap,
the square,
Oh,
hung
man.
out for about 4 or 5 seconds,
Oh.
almost
That tight
staring down
block.
the tower. Let's see if there's any animosity from the other team coming
Okay.
in.
Thank you,
Moving that a
PFT.
little bit. You can
Chef Donnie
stick that
aiming
back
for a
in.
Tillman's
Oh.
crest nearly down the midway point of this tower.
Yeah, he touched one block and it kind of loosened that one up. Great move, great find. That's what you got to do when you search the tower. Got to touch, you got to poke. Roan, probably the most famous poker and toucher for the Jenga tower. He is probably the best at it because you do loosen other blocks up when you go at it.
Trista, the 34-year-old out of Portland, Oregon, going for that western block.
Don't get distracted.
Trista last week saying she'd be surprised if any of the guys at Barstool were good at giving head. We'll see if she's shocked how good they are with their fingers.
PFT. That is a nugget I would never give, but all for you.
I do have a mustache. Do you like guys who go down?
It depends. With the mustache?
Yeah.
Better than the stubble.
that-
Better.
Oh, we've got a violation.
this?
What's going on there?
Getting a
Spider?
little too horny.
Yeah,
warning.
little
Yeah, okay.
Horny police.
I don't know. Like,
It's a
Also the
warning,
horny
not a
rat.
violation. Excuse me.
Horny police, bonk them.
some
Go to
girls
horny
like
jail.
that
Don.
sort of thing. Some don't.
So now the Wonton Don. 12 blocks in. Remember that first range is 0 to 28, picked by
Tight tower, tight
just
tower.
10% of the field.
How was the tower last time you played? Was it looser?
Ours was a mess. Very quickly.
You have 60 seconds to pick a block.
Oh yeah, the first time I played, there wasn't a shot clock, so
Right, Donnie's.
this should.
We
speed
mentioned the
things
rest
up.
versus rust debate. Donnie actually has a very long layoff, nearly 1 month to the day. Mentioned that
Okay.
win with Big Cat. It came back
Straighten
all the
that
way
out a
on
little,
Stool
Donnie.
Streams 1
Donnie, that was good. Never mind.
August
We're good.
12th.
We got a replay coming?
I had 2 hand violations last
Jeff,
time,
here's the
and yet
horny
we still
police.
managed to
Yeah,
win.
he did get called for bordering on too many horny topics. Just no place for that in the Stool Stream Stadium here, Jake.
There's the Wonton Don looking for a potential 2-0 record. Chef Donnie making his debut. Liz is 1-1, including a losing block with Tommy
Oh,
Smokes.
there we go. Nice.
Trista making her
One of-
Jenga debut. She is 1-0 in cornhole, though.
One of 3 teammates Tommy has lost with. Tommy 0-3. A fresh 0-3. Just happened.
Liz going the highest you can go. And that Tittleman's Crest row 4. It's out. Will
Easy.
she go east or west side? She wraps around for the east. And block number 14 is in the books.
It's been a slow game, methodical. These two teams are taking their
It's all
time.
right.
They want to get it right.
Considered a good retower there.
Yep.
No complaining
It
yet.
is
We got a
very quiet.
lot of complaining in the last game, mostly from fights. I'd actually say
All of them were just
exclusively from fights.
The real winner so far tonight is sportsmanship. These two teams are getting along just swimmingly.
The best complaint, obviously, being every match someone says you can't do that to the touching of multiple blocks with one hand, which is allowed. If you have
Right.
one hand, you can really do whatever you want up there. Always called out erroneously.
Jeff, would this could be the first Jenga broadcast with no 2-hand violations. Not there yet. But a long way to
We're
go.
A long way to go, and with that last match, you just don't know what's going to happen. You have vets in that last
Good.
match, but Billy is a
Nate,
wild dude.
Robbie Trent coming up after this one in our finale. As you attempt to go 6 for 6 at home and win that $1,000 progressive jackpot.
If you're 0 for though, if you're 0 for 2, you're still alive for a $50 Barstool gift card.
We'll pick one person who goes over.
Tickle
yourself
those
some
blocks.
swag.
Trista.
Trista's got tiny, tiny little baby hands. They're just almost comically small, like the size of a Cabbage Patch Doll's hands.
Jeff, Trista did tell us in our pregame production meeting that she wasn't prepared for hearing the broadcasters and was very giggly.
I
Clearly, she
am
has
very
not
giggly.
learned from her
Look how
debut.
tiny those, tiny little hands.
Creates a hanger, row 5, has a full slate to work with up top, and chooses to go on the eastern side.
I think it's an advantage having the baby mitts. Bitty
No,
pincers.
no high noon yet for Donnie.
High noon hard seltzer.
Is that a bet?
Not a bet. You just assume he does like the drink
Right.
in tow.
We saw KFC guzzling one down in our last match, and he won. So
Very soft poking from Donnie right now.
Boys are outside laying some serious moolah down on that prop bet. I think they had by turn 12. Donnie would have shotgunned at least 2.
He is finding nothing. This is emptiness right now.
It's a
plenty
tight,
of what
tight
we like to
seconds to
call
pick a block.
glued blocks around the tower.
Someone in your ear, Vips?
Has something on
Who's in your
that
ear?
4th row.
The secret.
New York.
As Trista on the outside continues to be fascinated by everything except the tower.
Yeah, really not paying attention
White
to the
carrot.
tower. Paying
Rules
attention to
of
the tower is
white
an
carrots in
important
our
thing to
ears.
do. And he does set them up with a tough retower on the
not
next
excited
turn. As you
about
notice,
this.
they'll have to retower the middle.
Does indeed. It's up to Liz
I think I
now.
earned myself a high
The
noon on that one.
78-year-old from Texas.
Oh, there we go, yes.
He is
getting real
searching for the
sketch
high
now.
noons. This is where it
I
gets
love
to
that.
be the wheelhouse.
Donnie, tell me what you like
The
about high
wonton
noons.
don.
Liz trying to slide it in between.
It's just like, it's very crisp. I've always been a big seltzer guy, so it's sort of like the health food of booze. I feel like I'm actually doing my body a favor when I suck one of these down.
Yeah, you're giving steroids to your brain. That's what I always say.
Love it.
Wonton Don going with a grapefruit flavor. And Jeff, that flavor, in addition to all of them, just 100 calories, gluten-free, no added sugar.
Pineapple, lime, watermelon, peach. You can see that behind Donnie, the large cans. Not real size, Jake.
I also love how it's not just called high noon, it's high noon sun sips. Love that word. Sun sips.
I think it's 2 words.
Sun.
Chef
Ooh,
Donnie in the
ooh,
hot seat.
Bit of a
Sun
warning for bad
sips.
spelling and grammar there from the ref. Also a grammar and spelling.
Consider
fop.
myself a sun
Spider,
seeker.
our
What
official,
do I like to sip when I'm
went
seeking
through
sun?
some
Sun
issues
sips.
with our competitors in match 1. Not to his fault. The competitors were just
Much.
coming out guns blazing on him.
Much calmer match. I think the next match, Spider's gonna have to deal with it. No matter
Oh,
what,
it
Nate
looks
and
like
Billy are
it's
gonna cause some
twisting
issues for
it.
him.
Chef
It's
Donnie
twisting.
potentially
Go back and forth.
creating a
Just a
double
lot of
hanger on
small
top
little
of a
moves.
double split bice. You don't see this a lot, Jeff.
My
Yeah,
goodness,
okay.
Bo would be
Yep.
proud to see it.
Wow.
Incredible
Holy
work right
shit.
there by Chef Donnie.
Remember, if you're new to Jenga, no worries. We'll catch you up. A hanger is one block on a row,
That's
and
what
a
I'm talking
split
about.
bice is those
Good
two
block.
side blocks on a row.
Impressive, impressive.
Yep, exactly. That one right there in the middle on top of 2 split blocks, and then the double hanger there. 2 single blocks on top of each
Back
other.
to the bottom of the order of Trista.
Hey Trista, have you ever tried one of Chef Donnie's fish tacos? That's a serious question, not like a horny slang term.
I have not.
Jeff, something
Very good.
I've noticed from this tower right now, not a lot of moves down low. A lot of the moves in the top half of the board.
Yeah, which means this could last a
Yeah.
while. They're really sturdy down
Have I?
below.
I actually-
but one
I
run
didn't
move in
know
the
how
middle
to-
and it will
Just the
topple
wings that
quick.
one
So this is a potential.
No,
The
no,
next
I
2 or
didn't.
3
Yeah,
moves are
45
I didn't know
like
how
a
to
long game
beer
or a
batter
short game.
things.
What happened
So
to I
I
can't
learned
get
it
one?
from Chef
Then you
Donnie.
just have to grab one.
You got it. You got it.
Yep.
We had some good cooking
I think she just
time
got
in
put on the
China.
clock
Yeah,
now.
Trista the rookie in uncharted territory right now.
He also makes
She's
a very
going
good
on that row
skirt
below.
steak.
All right, she got one.
A split bice. She has one out. A Tittleman's Crest. Remember, a Tittleman's Crest is the middle block on a
I
full
like keeping
slate.
that hand in my pocket.
Fingers that middle block.
She might not be able to reach the top. Though.
Yeah.
And you remember that Donnie was warned for being horny. He's dancing on the horny fault line again. He's almost asking to get the milky
I mean,
white
that was-
colored flag.
Chef Donnie makes an incredible beer battered fish taco with a pineapple
Trista gets
salsa.
it out.
Nice.
Goes
Easy,
with the
easy
middle.
move. Struggled initially,
Oh
but an
my
easy
God.
Jeff, what do you think of the retower on the second block of each slate?
gotta
Is it
find your
smarter
cheat.
to go down the middle there, or should she have created an opening in the middle?
Nice look at the tower right here, Jake, and you will see that top retower that you mentioned. I think you go on the sides. I think that's a karma play. I think that's a pay it forward play because no matter what, in the end, it may come back to haunt you. Be kind with the retowering because that is a very important part of the game because in the end,
What's a
the
retower?
retowering at the
Probably what
top
I'm
is
gonna
going to come
do.
into play for blocks you
You
need to
gotta
pull
make up there,
eventually.
Donnie.
So if you're smart about it and you're safe about it, it might have the other
Yeah,
team
maybe
do
I'll
that as
take a
well. But if you
seat.
like chaos, which you may see from the likes of Billy Football and Nate, I thought we
When
might
do
see
we
it from the
retower?
Donnies.
What's that?
Maybe you just retower terribly and you get by. As long as they approve it, maybe you get by and you cause some chaos later on in the game. But so far, so good, I think, in this one.
Wonton Don continuing with this trend we're seeing in match 2 of the top half of the tower being extracted. He goes as high as you can go. A Tittleman's Crest in row 4. Now tries to attempt creating another full slate up top. And he's got it. 21 blocks complete.
He was making sure, just fixing it. Didn't want to get called out by the ref. He's already got warnings multiple times. Not warnings, more like wrist
They're
slaps.
hard down there.
Extremely professional, Jake. Holding out the,
you end up
the
not being
verbiage
able to
until
find
that
Remember,
block
Jeff,
is placed.
go on our YouTube
Going
page
for
for our
woodpecker
marathon.
where you just
Most
keep
blocks
on
ever in a
adding it,
match,
just
45 in that Glenny Balls
over
extravaganza.
again, and it-
Was
No,
also the
it's
same
tough,
broadcast
huh?
where we had our
Eventually-
lowest,
eventually
17
loosen up.
blocks
Right.
with Rhea.
Right, which who affected that
Oh,
the
I
mid the
loosened that
tower
for
in the second match? Who
Oh,
was
there
it?
we
It
go.
was
Come
Brandon
on, let's go.
Walker.
Get that one.
I
Yeah.
think it was
Vibs in that Rhea match.
Vibs and
Vibs and $20 Chef.
Vibs and Chef, because Chef
Right.
Chef violated on the first block of the match.
Clean
And
extraction.
then the
by
tower got
those.
twisted by Vibs and put Rhea in that tough
Right.
spot. It was a wild match.
Brandon ended the longest match ever, a 45 block.
This one's pacing on the same track to the 40s, though. This could be going here for a while. It's a sturdy tower.
gonna
Remember,
decide
less
one
than
at the bottom.
2%
I know.
picked
Yeah.
the
One way
41
or
plus
another.
range.
Look at this chisel.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Chef Donnie has
The
plenty of
jackhammer.
moves in the kitchen and now bringing it over to the Triple S.
To quote the late Frank Barone, holy crap.
You dick.
Got it out and leaves that middle space open.
who's Frank
Says,
Barone?
have at it,
Jeff,
Trista.
who's Frank Barone?
Dad from Raymond.
Okay, I thought that I was going to say the quote, the dad from Raymond, I can't believe I ate the whole thing. Remember that?
Holy crap,
Our
yeah.
height's gonna start.
One of your
coming in.
favorite
Right, I don't
shows.
think
Yeah,
she-
I love
yeah.
it.
Especially 'cause now she has to get
Trista
it.
on
Try the
her
ones
right
at the top.
knee.
'Cause now we have a new.
This is 4, right?
Yeah.
Now potentially going up top once again.
Oh.
Jeff, the bottom 7 rows, there's 4 Tittleman's crests extracted. Beside
it's
that,
wobbly.
there's nothing going.
Yeah, I don't really see where this
60
match is going
seconds
to
to
turn
pick a
right now.
block.
It's a very consistent match. The moves look all the same.
Not going to lie, Jeff,
I
let's
don't
stop
see it coming.
sugarcoating this. This match is just plain boring.
It's a little boring.
No, it's exciting.
a little boring.
It's thrilling,
Seconds.
PFT.
It
There's no.
One block
It
will
is
turn
too
the match
stable.
quick, though, but who will it be? Because right now there's really no openings, no
Oh,
cracks
yeah.
here.
This tower is way
Let's
too
go!
stable for my liking.
Trista going with that Eastern block 5 rows down.
Here we go. Now the bottom of the tower is starting to move a little more. This is a risky move. It's not. There's uh-oh. Will that cause an issue?
Some vibrating on the
slow
top of
pull.
the tower.
It's
No,
almost
it
like they're
seems to be
collaborating with each other to
Crick
build the
is
stablest
making
tower
that tower
possible.
creak.
Tough
And-
joke from Donnie there.
Yep.
And it's out.
Oh, fuck.
Can she slide it
Ooh.
down the middle?
And there's where the retowering comes into play. The middle retower is the toughest one, though at this stage in the game, it doesn't impact it that much.
Smooth.
No
smooth,
issues
smooth.
whatsoever.
Doesn't get any more
We're back to the
perfect
top
than
of the
that.
order. The Wonton Don
Woo, that was
with
scary.
block 24.
Smooth,
There
smooth.
you go, Donnie. That's a good
Oh, easy one
Oh,
for Donnie.
mother-
No issue
How did you get that
whatsoever.
one?
Tittleman's crest 6 rows up.
Take a little nap. You've
Did I
got a
miss
long
that
night.
It would seem as though that got loosened up potentially by the last move. Usually if you remove a block within about 2 or 3 rows, the other blocks begin to move. And so it seemed to have helped Donnie out.
It's out for the Wonton Don, who creates a split
No
vice.
turn is the same, Jake. The tower is different every single turn in every corner
Right.
of the towers.
What do
Make
they call
him-
it at the Tower
make
of
him
Terror?
have
I
the
believe
middle
they
one
say
like I did.
every ride is different. I think that's what we're seeing here.
Yeah, Jake, I don't do that ride. I hate that ride.
You're not a big
I'm not a
up and
straight down
down
drop guy. Love the Aerosmith ride. Love roller
Rock and
coasters.
roller coaster.
Not a Tower of Terror guy. No, bad movie with Eddie Murphy too. Just horrendous. No, it's the haunted house.
something.
Yeah, I lied.
Do something.
Also, a real
Also-
place.
Yeah.
That was the London Tower, right? That was the real Tower of Terror.
Yeah, that's where they kept the Iron Maiden.
Oh, shit.
Watch those feet. Watch those
Smash you right
feet.
up like some.
I'm not in the.
robot
I'm not
stitchers.
in it.
Wow, I'm back. Great block of Jenga by Liz.
What is PFT doing down
Immediate quick pull.
Jesus.
The Donnie's picking up the pace there, Jake.
Okay.
there? Pace extends as this is block
Can we
27.
do
Remember that
this?
first
Can we get
range.
in?
Another nice
So you're
Hand
allowed
shot
to move one
of
the
our
other
tower.
blocks
The first range is
to
0 to
side.
28,
What
picked by
happens if
10%
that
of the
block
field.
moves?
As long as you're only touching one block at a time, you can move one of the other blocks.
Yep, remember, Jeff, if one of those top blocks
That
falls,
looks like a
Fix
little
it.
Jenga.
suspect.
Kiss the top. Fix it.
We're dealing with a symmetric top right now. How about that?
Chef Donnie cleans up
The
the
entire
mess.
tower, I believe, has symmetry.
Yeah. We got a lot of Type A personalities in the room.
That's good.
Now back to Trista.
Oh no, there's one.
What's the tallest
one
tower that
piece
we've ever
that is
had?
Not symmetrical. We'll see if she notices.
Trista trying to chisel an Eastern block.
6, I think.
All over the place on this turn right now.
Something. Fuck.
She is stumped.
Not happy.
60 seconds to pick a block.
60 seconds to zone it on a block. Spider just put the pressure on Trista.
Fuck.
And she's found a Tittleman's Crest. 5 rows down.
What is this called?
Tittleman's Crest.
Tittleman's Crest.
Still wobbling. Coming out. And it's out. Two-hand violation on the rookie, Trista Crick. And Jeff, we hinted at it earlier. A rude awakening for her first Jenga action.
Spider was pumped by that. The violation, that is massive. We asked where this game was going to change. Where was this game going to have its turning point, its moment? That was it right there. Liz is going to catch the short end of the stick on that one.
I thought that was just a
She
warning.
will have to pull the next block. The first block she touches, she cannot search the tower.
There it is. And
Two
look
at a
at
time.
Spider. Look how excited he is.
Almost didn't actually do it, but then the transfer confirmed it as well. Had it really close. There's almost a transfer, but 2 times she did put 2 hands on. Very easy call for the ref to make, and the right call. Great job by Spider.
Spider doing a great
Down
job,
Trista
and now
right
PFT is with Trista, who committed her first ever rules violation.
I'm down with Trista right now on the ground level. Trista, how much shame do you feel for making Liz have to suffer the consequences of your selfish actions?
The kind of shame that a geisha girl has in Tokyo. That's the kind of shame that I have.
Okay.
Okay, weird.
Well said. Back to the booth.
Thank you. Steph, I have no
Match
idea
took
what that
a
meant.
bizarre
What does
turn.
that mean?
Enough that we're going to move on to the Jenga game.
Yeah,
We're just going to go to the block pulling.
All right, a crucial point
I'm
here
sorry,
because question 2, 0 to 28 is the first range. 10% was picked.
Might be a
Oh,
good time
no.
to do something risky here.
I
If
thought
you
it was
make
a
this
warning.
tower
The crazy thing is, you
tilted,
almost stopped yourself
if
like
you
twice.
make it wobbly,
Really?
Yes.
you're going
We're
to
flirting with that
put Liz
second
in
hand
an
for a while.
awful position. But Donnie goes for the easy one quick, just wants the next turn to happen.
It's out for Donnie. Has either the eastern side or the western side to pick. He could
Yeah.
knock out 10% of our applicants in question 2 with a successful retower here.
Liz is going to have to stare at that tower. She is locked in. She will have to pull the first block she touches.
How do I not just get a warning for the first one?
The rookie questioning the rules.
Just the worst thing you can do.
Yep.
No one told me that.
It's like yelling into the void, Jake. Nothing matters.
It did used to be a warning, though, right?
Yeah, they've checked.
In our debut it did, but it's about 4
That's
broadcasts
been a
deep.
solid month.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you?
Donnie trying
He's
to
not
going on
good,
here?
right?
the garbage on
No.
our western
Donnie,
block.
though,
You gotta
will they
push it
even-
in. You've just been like moving it.
Will they
You're
even?
wiggling it.
All he's doing is seesawing it back and
Yeah.
forth. It wasn't moving. Will they even get to that next turn?
You
though?
can slot.
I think if Vibs hadn't said anything, Donnie would have been content to do that for
I-
several hours.
I don't know what he's doing up there.
Still having issues.
He's
Donnie,
actually
what's going
making it. He's made it worse, Jake.
The retowering not done yet.
To stick with the belabored Japanese metaphors here, this is like the art of caring for a bonsai tree.
right.
It's more about the process of doing it, not about the outcome for Donnie. He just enjoys messing with the
Donnie
wood.
is good.
What a struggle
Good
by
for Donnie, and now the pressure is on Liz. Remember, because of her
Sorry.
teammate's violation, the
Liz,
first
I just
block she
enjoy
touches,
playing
The first block you touch,
she
you have
must
to
take out.
So
Another
pick a good one.
two-hand violation by Team Liz and Trista would be a potential disqualification if the Donnies would like it to end that way.
Well,
That's
that's,
your-
a,
that was your
that's a
block.
mistake.
And she
Touched it.
immediately picked something, but it's at the top though, so
PFT,
There's
you
a
have a
little
better
room for
view.
error.
What's going on the opposite side there? What row? What side?
So we're on row 4 down. This is the southern block that she's poking at right now. She could have done worse, but she could have done a lot
Oh
better.
my
Oh.
god.
Oh, it's
I think
coming.
she's gonna get it.
The highest you can go for Liz.
don't count the chickens quite yet though.
Don't really know why she elected for the outside block. So the inside.
To be working.
It's working for her.
Any wobbles on
Just
your
the
side,
tip
PFT?
left. A slight wobble. She got the
It's
tip
out.
Oh my god.
It's out for Liz, trying to
Liz.
create another full slate
Jesus,
to put
I
us in the
almost knocked the
30s.
table.
Just cannot touch it again with 2 hands, or they would have the ability to be disqualified if the Donnies would accept
Right.
the DQ.
That's always an interesting wrinkle. We've seen that once before. Brandon and Nate versus Glennie and Smitty, but Glennie did get the last laugh last week.
This side, backside. Now you gotta go. Now you gotta go over here. Yeah.
Yeah, seesaw.
There.
Wow.
All right, it's good. We are 30 blocks in.
Touchdown.
Stone
Wow.
silence.
Way to bail me out.
Back to Chef Donnie, and he eyed that one right away. Too easy. Creates a triple hanger.
Zero
and an
hesitation.
easy re-tower. Jeff, I believe that was our quickest turn of the match. Another look at the superb move by the rookie.
He had that block locked in right after Liz made a great move with the violation. Donnie had no time to waste. He said, I see it. I want that block gone. Put the pressure right back on Trista, who is now up for the first time since the two-hand touch.
Yep, remember, one more two-hand touch would be a potential disqualification. Can Trista get her revenge?
Go.
31 blocks in.
She's got that hand behind her back this time, firmly planted. It's not going anywhere. Donnie with a little gamesmanship, walking behind Trista, doing a slight bit of beatboxing.
Can you be quiet?
Do I have to?
Donnie can do what he wants.
It feels like a little loose.
Sick. Okay. 45 to pick a block. She's picked a block.
Going clockwise on row 5. The top half of the tower has been the sweet spot for all 4 of our contestants in this match, too.
An absurd whistling noise right now.
Doing his best to distract. It's almost
creates
like
the
an
hanger
intro
over
to a Twilight Zone episode.
Flip Bice.
Doesn't seem to be working, though. PFD does it.
Oh! Some wobbles. And there was a brief moment there, Jeff, I don't know if you caught that, of instinct, where she nearly tried to save it with her other hand, which would have been a potential DQ.
Yeah, if you switch, it would have been able to be done. But unfortunately, she
was holding the other block.
She was, you're right.
So
Of course, she was touching that.
touch.
You can save the tower from falling
Right.
if you use one hand.
Right, she was holding the other block, so that would have been a DQ.
But holding that other block would have meant she puts herself up for disqualification. But for future, yes, you can save the tower
As long as your other hand is empty.
We've seen it.
Yep.
We're seeing a little bit of that wobble
gotta
up at the
touch.
top. It's bending north.
Turn not done yet.
Donnie's whistling doesn't seem to have paid off, though.
You're good.
All right,
Hang
and
on,
Jeff,
hold off,
before we
Donnie.
continue, we're
Wow.
going to rewind a little bit. 32
That's a good
blocks
stat,
in, which is the window of the 29 to 32 range on the hot seat.
Do you know
but
how to
now,
Stressed out.
here's
Yeah, it was
that
stressful.
near tumble. See that right hand?
Every now and then, you will see on that block pull, that last pull, the slightest edge is tilted up on the pole, and that typically makes the tower tilt back and forth. We saw it. Doesn't matter, though. And now, will Donnie keep whistling?
All right.
Was it whistling for leisure, or was it for psyching out?
It was for psyching out. It was not for
Donnie
leisure.
could knock out 30%.
Where's your whistle
of our
now,
field.
Donnie?
He took 29 to 32 as Trista now chirps as the roles are reversed.
Where is the whistling?
Am I allowed to go from here?
60 seconds to pick a block.
We've got some counter whistling going on down here. A little turnabout, fair play. Trista's whistle doesn't have the shrillness that Donnie's
doesn't.
had. The warbling nature.
Bunch of glued in blocks. No answers for Donnie so far.
Donnie seems to like the whistling.
It did seem to put a little pep in his
How
step.
long to
Big wobble.
How long to pick a block?
Big wobble.
You guys should go for that
Donnie,
middle one.
30 seconds to pick a block.
30 seconds.
He
to
seems
go.
to want to pull more than one block.
Looking for that eastern block on
Donnie
top
is
of a triple
Here,
hanger.
here.
Donnie's moving all around this square. He's got the lateral
Nope.
ability of a DK Metcalf.
Try this guy right here.
Or is that too
Look
close?
at him.
Yes,
Look at those.
he's right.
Look at
Too
that
close to the
footwork.
top.
15 seconds to pick
Yeah,
a
you
block,
can't do
Donnie.
that
That's
one.
row
You
3.
can't do that one.
I can't see
Yeah,
that
you
one.
cannot do that. That would be an illegal.
10
Row
seconds.
four, row
10
9,
seconds to pick a block.
8,
Doesn't
7,
need to be out. Just
6,
needs to pick one.
5, 4.
needs to
That's what you're
pick one.
picking?
Yes.
All right.
All right, he's locked in to that Tittleman's crest
it
on
might
top
be a
of a
good
double
pick.
That was the
hanger.
one I was trying to
The
tell
way
you
that
about.
thing moved real quick, it looks like he's going to have some room.
Oh! Two-hand violation on the one-ton
And timing is everything. We saw the two-hand violation earlier by Trista and Liz's team. Didn't
Turns
hurt
not
them,
over.
but now later on,
Can we
this is going
rewind?
to
I
really
may have
impact the
switched it.
Donnies.
Turns not over. Must re-tower.
All
He
right.
did do that in his first ever match, I believe.
There was a moment there where Donnie, I saw the look on his face. He saw that he was about to put a second hand on it, and then he almost gave up and said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna grab it."
Replay. Yeah.
All right, the full slate is complete, but not without.
That's not red. No.
penalty.
Oh,
Here
it's
is
good.
No,
another
those blocks.
look.
More
That
backseat
block-
reffing. That
no.
doesn't count. That
All right,
doesn't
another
count.
look here at block 33.
Boys
the
upstairs.
Violation from the 33-year-old.
Chef Donnie will have to do the next turn with
Look at
only.
See,
wait.
it's not
Right there,
complete.
right there.
Oh, we kind of need
It
to
was
burn that
obvious.
He was very close to not even doing it, but just enough. The hair. All it takes is one tip of the finger, Jake.
Yeah, that was
All right,
easy
That
to
looks like
avoid.
it's not
Yeah.
ready.
He really didn't need to
Yeah.
do it either. There was
Had
no
several
need.
escape
That was
moments.
easy.
He did
That's
toss
That's not
with two
fully.
hands.
It's
Next
not
two-hand
flush.
touch is a potential
That's not
disqualification as
flush.
Trista
Sorry about that.
continues
Sorry.
the backseat
Sorry.
officiating.
Say that again.
When you commit,
That's not
just-
flush.
I would use that same
They
thing.
just
like
have to
hammer.
get a
Yeah,
block
no,
here,
I
and it
know.
puts Chef Donnie in a terrible spot.
Okay.
It starts to loosen.
Calm down. Don't worry about the referee and just worry
That
about the
knocked
game.
out
That's not flush.
30% of our field. There are 1,322
Always gotta
players
have a
remaining
tighter
Oh, no,
grip
oh,
on
no.
these
for the
fucking-
progressive
on those
jackpot.
blocks.
Now we're on to the 33 to 36
yes.
range, the most popular by an overwhelming amount, 42%. Liz going with that top row, the highest you can go, 4 rows down.
Seems fairly simple. She's steady with the hand here. Won't have much of a
Why
problem.
did my hand come out of my pocket?
And it's out for Liz.
Wow, Liz,
Has
that
a
was so
empty
big.
slate to work with up top
That was big.
Pressure is now
on Chef
Right.
on.
Donnie.
It's good.
Facing the
Chef Donnie,
repercussions
first blocky touch you gotta take.
of his
But-
teammate.
He's going to go in there and just swipe that shit
He's
out.
touched
He touched
one.
it. He's taking it.
Oh my goodness! Chef Donnie
Unbelievable.
back to back
seeing
rapid
the
turns.
board, like-
The best violation
I've never
poll we
seen
have
before.
ever seen. One of the most
Gosh.
impressive things we've seen. It's the best poll under violation. Oh my goodness, Jake.
Okay.
Chef Donnie looking like a pro despite
Replay,
making
yes.
his debut, and Jeff another look
Good.
at this uber quick turn.
He's fairly fresh out of college, too. They love Jenga and drinking games and these big games and stuff. So he's got those skills in him. He's used to working, on the wood block as well, maybe some knife work. So Donnie has skills. I'm
Back
not
on.
totally shocked by that, but in the pressure situation of a violation, that's the best we've seen ever here in the Stool Stream Stadium.
Yep, you mentioned college. Donnie
Oh,
of Madison
whoa.
dropout in addition to spending some time at the
He didn't walk,
University,
though. I think he walked in graduation.
University of
silence is
Vermont
intimidating.
as well.
It's actually his first time playing big Jenga.
Mine too.
So remember, both
What
teams
about
have
row
committed a
4?
violation. The next two-hand touch would be a potential DQ. Potential, we say, because the
Nice.
opposing
60
team
seconds
has the
for the
option
block.
to take the
She's
win
got
via
one.
DQ. But of course, it depends on who you are and your competitiveness if you want to go out that way.
Big
Wins a win.
wobble. Seems easy, but the
See that?
wobble is there. She steadied the tower quite well there.
The way that Donnie's looking at this tower right now, it's just incredible. Chef Donnie, I mean, like he's wearing contacts that are like the glasses from They Live, where he can see which ones can be pulled, which ones can't ahead of time. Just no hesitation whatsoever.
Trista creates another full slate.
Good.
No issues for the 5'5", 120-pounder.
Nice, nice.
Like, these are just shots. They're like, it's data, but it's a shot. You know what I mean? Like, you just,
The
I'm not a
tower is
running
tall,
back.
and Trista continue having issues with the broadcast booth.
Are you?
not
you
focused.
heavier
You
or
gave
lighter?
me that information.
I'm like a little
Not
lighter.
focusing Donnie. Easy
That's
move.
why.
Triple hanger at the top, too.
Okay, I've reached the reason for her complaint. She wishes that she was listed a little bit lighter because she is a little bit lighter.
She listed
right,
those
but,
numbers.
but she's lost weight since then, Jake.
It's true.
And it would
Okay.
be nice if you reflected that.
She is
Gotta be
always
in the
welcome to
middle.
tell me an updated
Gotta be in the
version.
middle.
That's a brutal retower there by
Jake
Donnie.
is a consummate professional. Whatever
That's
you
kind
tell
of in
him,
the middle.
those are the
It's not-
stats.
I just don't think you can see
Right or
it.
left? Yeah.
How did he
little
pull
more.
it so fast?
A little more.
You had to
You
figure
can
he
just
was going
see
to get called out for
it's
this
right
one.
in that zone
Let's
right
leave our
there.
sky cam, by the way. See how much room exactly is on
That
each
is good.
side.
Tower getting
And a
close
nice
to that
move
camera.
by the wonton
Do they have an
Don.
apple
Yes,
box
remember,
for us?
our record is 45, which could come into play.
This thing is starting to move a little more now, though.
By the
Jake.
way, that 33 to 36
yeah,
range
let's
has just
go.
been eliminated.
But then there's that.
42%.
Look how easy this poll seems to be.
Liz once again going to that top fourth row.
The Gonzales stare down. Look at that focus that she has right there.
Liz 1-1. Did pull a losing block on August 19th with Tommy Smokes against Mr. Cat and Mr. Commenter, who will be back in action on Monday.
Slight steely determination.
Oh, did not like it. Gonna undo the retower. Wants to go at a different angle. Don't think it'll cause too many issues there.
I don't know, Jake.
Eastern block
Is it good?
is placed.
It's good. Yeah, they're out soon.
And
Good.
now it's back to Chef Donnie, who has made record time in each of his last 2 turns. And look at this, Jeff!
I
It took
don't
2
understand.
seconds.
I don't
what's
understand
happening.
how he's doing it. It's fascinating. The speed. He's easily the quickest player we've seen in here. You may
Yeah,
get
you gotta
asked to
get that
retower a little
Right.
bit, as
But
if
the
he's
pull,
going to
the
care.
pulling part.
Yeah, as
now
if he's
you're
going to
good.
care at all.
Is he playing the
just
same game
knows.
as everybody else?
He's a step up,
No.
PFT. He's a leg ahead of everyone at this point. It's just, I've never seen anything like it. We've never seen a player quite like this.
It's like the C's part for
Donnie, walk me through with how you're seeing the tower. You seem to know exactly which blocks are ready to be pulled and which ones aren't. How do you make that determination?
I'm just looking at it. I'm feeling it. One pulls. How I'm trying to do it. Just feel it, pull it. That's it. That's done.
Feel
No
it,
second
pull it,
guessing.
it's done.
Full commitment.
Almost like a
What do you see,
Bodie
Liz?
from Point Break type of quote.
Trying to give you the insight, because I think he's not going to share too much of his
Yeah.
tactic. I think a smart player is not going to look at the block being pulled by a competitor,
Gentle,
but rather the
gentle.
blocks 2 or 3 rows above. Because typically
Well
those
done.
blocks are moved based on
Well
what block
done.
has been pulled
gonna have to go
above
to
or
the top,
below
I
it.
think.
And I think he's found the softer
see any
blocks and
options
just
down below.
immediately pulled each time. It's a great tactic.
Good.
Jeff, that move by Trista, I just counted in my head. I think the bottom 15 to 20 rows are now out of play, unless you can correct me
Yeah.
and see something.
Yeah, let's see. The only thing in play, no to the bottom. Yeah. It seems like the one Donnie is touching is the last available row above the top 4. Yeah, let's take a look here.
Yeah, let's see from the bottom to the top.
No,
Nothing.
there. Nothing yet. Oh, nothing. That's poor timing. That's a live broadcast, folks. It just happens. Yeah, no, there's below the threshold. So the only row below the threshold being the 4th row.
Rows 4, and I believe that's row 7.
Yeah,
That are in play.
there's only
There's
one
2
row
moves.
below the threshold. We've seen that happen before, and then the tower quickly fell. This is
What happened?
as good
You
as
just
it
keep
gets.
walking in front of the camera. Like,
Good as it gets.
Chiseling a potential Tittleman's crest. Only so many moves for the Wonton Don, looking to keep his undefeated streak alive.
Donnie really not afraid to use the entire area of the
Don't use
circle
both
of doom,
hands,
the
though.
square of doom, as it were. He's probably circled this thing 4 times. Wants to make sure he gets it right. I think he's going to.
Oh, shaky hands.
Going out.
Shaky hands.
It is moving. Skycam, great look at how much that's moving.
And it is out. He has the east or the west side to work with on this retowering process.
East or west, Chef Donnie? Which way is it leaning?
Let's go west.
What's west? I have no idea.
For a man who's traveled the world,
Left.
Jeff,
My
you would
left?
expect he would know his
Technically,
directions.
but-
He's got a phone.
If you've ever traveled with Donnie, you would know that he does not know his directions.
PFT has done that.
And neither do I. I should point that out. More than once, Chef Donnie had to come to the rescue. Both of us.
Great turn, and there is now.
Jeff, I believe there's one move
There's only one move
for Liz.
at all.
You know, sometimes it's the
Right.
blocks that you don't pull.
That is that we have never seen this
No.
in Schoolstream Stadium. There is only one move,
Unless
she
the
can-
tablecloth.
unless she tablecloths a row, which I based on what I'm seeing, I don't think that's a realistic option.
And by
It's realistic; they can do it. I don't think it would stay.
By the
standing.
way, Jeff, that was block 41. 98% of the field did
okay.
not pick block 41, so the chances of a rollover, potential $1,500 jackpot, is now very high.
she's looking, but
mean,
there is
there's
literally
nothing.
only one
There's
move.
one
We've
move.
never seen this.
One move aside from the tablecloth.
She's having this block.
much
Correct.
time
What's
to
that
fire?
called in chess when
What
you
the
can only
fuck?
make one
60
move?
seconds to pick a block.
Cock block.
And Jeff,
Okay.
even a successful move here, I believe a tablecloth would be the only move because that 4th row is a split dice right now.
Yeah, this is the winning move essentially. I'm not
Right.
going to say no guarantee.
Fuck!
The tablecloth could happen, but if Liz can pull this off,
It would be tablecloth or bust.
tablecloth or nothing for the Donnies. But to pull this block right here will take some
think that's it.
skill.
What do you
That's gotta
say?
What
be
an
it. That's
interesting
it.
structure for Liz.
That's the one.
Can she avoid pulling her second
tilting.
losing block of her career?
Be careful, yeah.
Oh, it's tilting, guys.
Still tilting.
She's gonna have to do everything she can to balance it using that middle block.
Can she get it to go? Some more momentum.
I don't know.
The only remaining move, Jake.
I don't think she's got it.
BFT doesn't believe. Liz locked in right now.
I don't.
7 rows deep.
It is starting to separate more and more. Oh,
If she doesn't, I'll
huge
eat my
lead.
I'll eat my column.
Oh, it's still going.
How is that not
She
down?
lets it stabilize. She is locked in. Some more momentum for Liz. Can she pull off what nobody thinks is possible?
PFT, if she makes this bowl, you have to eat my notes.
I will eat your column.
It's coming out, but so is the tower. It's a
Tower.
50-50 ball right
It was
now.
leaning at an impossible angle for a second.
She's
Can
done
you-
a good
can you-
job
can you
of
steady that middle block with
stabilizing.
with that same
When it
hand?
comes out, has some more momentum.
There's just no way.
It's starting to twist now, not just
She
tilt.
She needs to do some work stabilizing that thing. There's other.
Can I touch
Yeah, you
this up
can
here?
touch other blocks. Yeah.
As long as it's one hand, you can
Just
stabilize
only
with
one
other
hand.
blocks.
That's often called out. Perfectly legal.
Legal rule. Some more space on that potential removal.
No.
PFT has been out on this move since the first
I mean,
minute.
it's the only move. It is the only move.
Oh my God! Can she
Oh my
retower?
God!
Can
has to
she
retower.
retower?
Shit.
I have never seen anything like that with my eyes before.
The only remaining move
I'm-
on the board.
I'm actually shocked. How is this tower staying up?
Can she retower? She got it! Jeff, it's tablecloth or bust!
Let's go!
They will have to do
Let's go!
the tablecloth move. They
But
will
what a
have
better
I mean, it's gotta
competitor
be this one.
to have
be
the
this, yeah, I
tablecloth
know.
move
What
than
a
Chef
move.
Donnie.
Woo.
But first, Jeff,
Wow.
a look at this superb move by Liz.
That was so
It
clutch.
seemed impossible, but like we were saying though, there was separation here and there. She was able to steady the tower. There was one part in the middle of the pole where the tower seemed to lean, and after that, she kind of had no issue with it as long as she had the steady hand, placed it on top, and now Chef Donnie, who's been the quickest player, the most efficient we've ever seen here,
Does it
will
have-
have to successfully pull off the first ever tablecloth move.
It has to be tablecloth, or can you push another block in to stabilize the block? Or is
What's a
it
tablecloth? Can someone explain
Because I
that?
can do
just quick
tablecloth,
yank.
but I gotta set it up.
Quick yank.
Well,
Like if I want to slide this block in and then pull, do you see what I'm saying? That's not allowed.
Isn't that moving
You can
the
only use one hand. All right.
the arrangement?
As long as he uses one hand and keeps that thing
He can
staying.
move it.
As long as he uses one hand and keeps that tower up.
So it takes from the very top from the floor.
And gets a block out. So yeah, I guess you can move it. That was insane.
there's just no chance.
Yeah, where's the safest?
I mean, the higher up
If you
is
pulled
easier.
that one would have to fall into.
That's there's more weight on the top.
Yeah.
Jeff, what a brutal game because
What if
Donnie
you
has been the
did,
MVP of this match.
Wow,
Watch
that
those
was
feet.
so
Really
Watch
has
those
no
feet.
moves yet.
That's
So
a warning.
long as he
You've all been
uses
warned.
just
When
one
I
hand,
grab,
he can
I'm
find a
out.
combination and a way to get this thing to stay up.
60 seconds to pick a block, Donnie.
See what he does.
Gibbs,
Though.
are
Can
you
he
into
successfully
power?
do something?
What's that?
Are you
Gotta
into
get
the
creative.
power?
I'm
He's
into
gonna have-
fair game.
The tablecloth is in play here, but I don't know how to execute it properly.
Last playable block. You're out of
He's
your
got
mind.
that triple hanger.
How can this be? How can this be?
Moving that fourth row.
Yeah.
40 seconds to pick a block.
Hey, Donnie, that's starting to come out.
Chef Donnie do it.
Jesus age.
Trying to finagle that fourth row.
He's kind of locked into just moving those two because I don't think he can
Pull
move
from the
anywhere else in
third
the
row?
tower. Cannot pull from the third.
Oh, it
that's
twists
gone. That's
clockwise. On top of a triple hanger, this is nearly impossible.
Holy shit.
I mean, as good as they look coming out, you just have to remind yourself. The balancing act.
He's been
can't
so
work.
good. You hate to see it come down to him. Or that's just the luck of the draw from the
no
other
D if that
side.
stays.
Possible.
And the horror of Jenga for one. He's going to give it an attempt.
The weight.
If there's one person who
Wait,
can pull it
it's
off,
not-
It
But yeah.
will- It will not, yeah.
Chef Donnie
Yeah,
has
that.
proved it is him.
That likely wouldn't stay if this thing gets dislodged. Trying
Just
to
hanging on a cliff's edge.
I don't know how this tower is still up. He's trying to find a way to balance it out.
Twisting even more. It's still up.
Phone Jake.
Can
just
he
impossible
do it?
putting
Hold the
weight.
phone, Jake. I don't.
I don't think so. It's nice.
Oh, and that's a Jenga! A brutal sport proves that even the best player can pull the losing block.
It just sometimes comes down to the unfortunate luck of the draw. He was given no easy moves, no moves that didn't involve either moving 2 blocks at once with one hand or a tablecloth move.
What a win.
Tough way
We had
to
some
go
adversity.
out after an amazing game from Chef Donnie and the Donnies.
All right, we're going to send it
MVP,
down the
you're the
stream with the
MVP.
third member of our crew. But first, another look at this losing block with Chef Donnie.
Probably committing to the tablecloth
there was a
was the
chance
better
he might be able
move,
to,
Right.
like,
but
move
unfortunately
it.
I think he just kind of ran out of time. He had to commit to something, and the one he committed to, it was almost impossible. I would say likely
does look
impossible. Do that 100
legitimately
more
hurt.
times. I'm not sure to be able to keep it up. But the fact it stayed as long as it did is quite impressive.
Poor dog.
All right.
When you
Pure
pulled that block,
sadness
you should have seen his
for
face.
the
He was like,
23-year-old. And now we're going to send it to the third
Sour.
member of our crew, PFT, who is with our losers.
Thank you, Jake. Thank you, Jeff. I am down here with the Donnies. They did not win today, but I think we have the unanimous MVP of the match. That would be Chef
PFT
Donnie.
told me to
Chef
hang on for a
Donnie
second.
with an incredible performance. It was unfortunately all on your shoulders at the end. Did you think that you had a chance?
I did. I thought I could move like a combination of 2 blocks and then pull it out, but it spun on me. That was that.
Still a great performance. Donnie, what was your impression of the match? Did you guys think that you had it one there at the end when Liz was dawdling on that last block?
100%. I mean, most games don't come down to there only being one playable move out there. So I didn't think she'd pull it off, and he was just playing incredible. He was seeing the tower like I've never seen someone see it before. So it's a shame we couldn't capitalize on that.
All right, well, no losers down here, just 2 guys that didn't win. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, PFT. Pure sadness, but Chef Donnie, Jeff, in terms of individual performances,
Usain, wait.
you got to tip your cap to Chef Donnie.
Sorry, laughing at something everyone's about to see that they're going to absolutely love. But
Yeah.
you got to tip your cap
Or can you
to the
take
Donnies,
a-
especially
yeah,
Chef
time
Donnie.
lapse of
His
them building a
speed,
tower?
his efficiency was just unbelievable. You expect him to be back. This team, I think people want this team to return. You hate to see the way they went out.
All right, from our losers to our winners, PFT with Liz and Tristan.
I am with Liz and Trista right here, excuse me. I did say during the broadcast era I would eat my column if Liz took that piece and actually fulfilled the move. Got Jeff's notes right here. Here we go.
Will he swallow it?
Jeff, is this satisfactory?
He has to. He needs to consume the entire. It's not just for show.
That's like a high noon to watch down a bad column. Liz, what did you think you were throwing that last block out? Did you think that you had a chance?
Of course, there's always a chance. I would like to thank Jeff for believing in me despite the fact that you did not. So I hope you enjoy eating paper.
It's delicious, and you know what's more delicious? The high noon, which makes everything taste good. Trista, this was your introduction to School Stream Stadium. How do you think it went out there tonight?
How do I think what was?
How do you think it went out there tonight?
I thought the whistling was very distracting. Liz was a phenomenal teammate to make my Jenga debut with. I think I'd like to shout out everyone who betted.
All right, back to you guys. Up in the booth.
Thanks so much, PFT.
There is
our winners.
so much ink. You just want to hold it. Look at the amount of ink that he's
one
about
of my
to eat.
charts. I spent a lot of time on this.
That's a cartridge worth of ink that PFT has to eat now.
time lapse.
All right.
That was an amazing match. We've never seen that. You and I do typically count. I actually didn't count for once because the way the tower's oriented, I couldn't quite tell. But you and I typically do count how many possible non-tablecloth moves left. And we hit the peak for the first time ever. The only move was either tablecloth or moving 2 at once, which that seems kind of impossible. I think if he would have gone back and done it, Chef Donnie, he probably would have tried to have pulled a single block if it could land. But it's thrilling. The first time we've seen that. Match 2 creating the magic today.
All right, it is time for our third and final match. And Jeff, by the way, on the Play Barstool app, 6 for 6, $1,000. We're down to 9 people, so
My
very
pinky's all fucked. I
high
can't do
chance of another rollover. We're in the middle of computing what each of those 9 people have.
I'll root for one person to win today.
All right.
But a lot of people are rooting for that rollover, which would be $1,500 on Monday.
Monday Jenga. Make your picks now. But, Jeff, we have our grand finale today. It is Billy, football, and Nate against a pair of roommates in Robbie and Trent. What sticks out to you?
Yeah, Robbie and Trent know each other as well as anybody in the office. They live together. They eat food together. They order food together. And we'll see in a second, they think alike in terms of wardrobe today. And then Billy and Nate, two very out there players in terms of excitement, in terms of going for it. Billy is crazy. We've seen him in here officially once before. We've seen him outside of Stool Streams before in here. He tried to do some sort of weird big cat psych out tactic last time. It was a bit strange and odd, but it paid off for most of the match until he ended up losing in the end. Nate has been a part of some of the more chaotic and controversial matches of all time. He's part of the obvious DQ match where he accepted disqualification of Glennie Balls. But now he's looking for redemption after last week against Trent, who I believe is 0-2 and was part of that very unfortunate match last week where the Twisted Tower came into play early when $20 Chef broke the rules on the first turn of the match and ended up hurting Trent. And as you see, Jake, Robbie Fox must have purchased the Trent uniform. I don't believe we sell it on store.barstoolsports.com, but the Trent uniform has been deployed by Robbie, the alternate fit for Robbie today, the black crew neck and khaki pants.
No doubt about it. The luggage crew coming in duos today, but now it is time to start our third and final match. 9 players still alive for that $1,000 progressive jackpot. The order, very important. Billy, Robbie, Nate, Trent. Billy, Robbie, Nate, Trent. Billy, Robbie, Nate, Trent. Let's start things off with Billy Football, the youngest person of this foursome. He is 1-1 overall, the 6'4", 230-pounder out of New York City.
Billy likes to do quote-unquote psycho shit to the tower. Will he go with crazy stuff? Last week he had an insane amount of either gum or dip or something in his mouth. He didn't speak the entire last match, if I recall correctly, right? It was incredibly strange. Off-putting, some people might say. And he's already got antics going. Will he try to do what his mentor, Big Cat, does by going to the bottom tower? He will not to start. It looks like he's going to look at the middle.
Yeah, Billy Football looking to move above 500.
He does the opposite.
And Jeff, we have no hanging towers today.
No hanging towers at all. That eliminates any possibility. Each match has had the middle bottom block pulled.
Just put the pressure on ourselves.
Yeah.
The whole game.
Just tough to see.
Have that rule?
Definitely. Oh, look
so
at
on
that.
to Robbie Fox, who is second block, not an issue whatsoever.
Robbie Fox, very quick player as well. Robbie has a quick, easy pace going. Nate, a little more methodical, but Nate just wants to get going as well.
Billy's got me very nervous, just in general.
All right, and now it is Trent 0-2. He pulled the losing block in our debut on August 12th with Rhea. And that match just went 23 blocks, the second shortest ever. And
Remember, boys,
part of that
watch
shortest match ever with Rhea as well, and 17 blocks last week. Back to the top of the order of Billy.
I mean, there's no way he doesn't knock this thing over.
He knocks it over in the first 10
by
minutes.
momentum and gravity.
Did admit that he is playing against a pair of roommates, Jeff, but he said they build up a losing culture because combined in the Triple S, they are 0-3, so that numbers never lie.
They are 0-3. Trent did lose after guaranteeing a win the other day. Though I would say both of Trent's losses typically, they weren't really in either his or Rhea's hands. It was just the luck of the tower, as they say. Wrong place, wrong time.
Damn, it's good data.
9 players remaining for that $1,000 progressive jackpot.
Is it balsa?
Of those 9 players, 4 picked Billy to pull the losing block. Just 1 took Robbie, 2 took Nate, and 2 took Trent.
I'm sure I'm making the observation about their uniforms matching together, but this is what Al Davis would want the Raiders to look like. This is like the ideal 70s football uniform. It is intimidating.
The Las Vegas Raiders making their debut this weekend. No issues so far. Very fast pace up to this point. Jeff, each player has gone twice. We've played for about 2 minutes.
Get the replay. He swapped hands.
What's the call on the floor? What is the call on the floor?
He's a big touch guy.
I cannot see his hand do the tower blocking my view.
It needs to be indisputable evidence to overturn.
It was 2 hands.
Was it?
Yeah.
They're saying it was for sure 2 hands.
Nate's saying that.
Let's take a look. There it
That's
is.
two hands.
That's not even
Trent.
actually.
I'm sorry. That's 2 hands. That's a
Not even in question.
I broke the rule.
Bob level penalty on the next one.
Trent with the violation, our third today.
So
And now Robbie will have some issues on his next turn.
I do hand in the pocket. People can't see.
Billy and Nate, they actually said they have not much in common. However,
They have almost nothing in common.
the chemistry is up top so far.
We're
Hang on.
Jenga.
They did forget their order. They need to know their
We only
order.
said it 4
we have
times.
to remember
PFT, you're down with Trent, who committed that violation.
I am, yeah. You can see the look on his face. He put his hand up. He admitted it.
Yeah.
We'll see if honesty is the best policy, if that maybe helps with the karma later on. Did you not know that that was a rule?
I knew it was a rule because I think in my first match I made the same mistake. I just got to keep my hand in my pocket. I'm not going to tape it down like Lenny Balls, although that didn't help him. I'm just going to keep my hand in my pocket, and we're going to move forward. Now we've got a little bit of pressure on us. It's going to be fine.
Okay, back to you guys in the booth.
All right, thanks so much, PFT. And question 5 on the Play Barstool app. Billy, the overwhelming pick to pull the losing block, 43% of the field. Trent with 25%, Nate 18%, and Robbie the favorite at 14.47%.
No mustache here for Billy today. I actually just realized that the mustache is gone. But if you are going to have a violation, in which we don't encourage that, that's obviously cheating. That's why it's a violation. Do it now.
Yes.
If you're going to violate the Jenga Tower, you're going to do it now because this is the easiest opportunity to fix things. So we did see last week, Jeff Vibber was put into a situation where he had to have a violation early on, only like the third move, and it twisted the tower and ended the game in 17 turns. That actually happened against Trent. So I don't want to speak too soon, but I would say if Robbie's going to have to deal with it, now would be the time.
Now Robbie dealing with the violation consequence. First block he touches, he must extract.
Violation. I think I'm going in the middle here.
Do I spy the?
You're good at
nascent
spotting them,
days-
so I mean, I'd trust you.
the nascent days of
You
the
touched
mullet
it.
on
You just
Robbie's
touched
eye.
it just now.
That's the first
Robbie-
block.
Robbie does have a bit of a mullet going there.
Got it.
Yeah, you have like you got a sense. You got a sense about it.
Got it to
force.
go.
Well done. Yeah.
Works in
Robbie,
mysterious ways.
if Robbie were to take off his glasses and hat and walk around the office, nobody would know it's him. A completely different human being.
Robbie Fox serving looks out here.
I don't
Dear
even.
God.
I can't even look at the monitor, and I don't know that person. I don't know who that is. I think there's a booth review to confirm that's actually Robbie.
Can the guys in the truck send a mop down onto the floor here? Because we made a mess.
Jeff, we did see the unmasking of Rico Bosco earlier.
We did, yeah.
Now Robbie Fox, maybe the second.
And I will say for those listening who are Rico riders, there's rumors that Rico wants to make a debut now.
What a
I
moment.
can confirm he is in cornhole next week.
Next week,
Man.
Rico will make his debut in this room.
Something tells me Rico's really going to be showing the face a lot now.
Yes.
All the time. Big face guy, Rico.
Billy has to
wants
go
to-
to the bathroom.
That's the first time that I'll admit I've gone to the bathroom between matches. But you can, I think pissing himself would be encouraged. Actually, no, because then we'd have to clean that up. So please
Sideline
don't
reporter
pee yourself.
PFT has done it multiple times.
I've been staying hydrated.
Multiple times. Not in a while. Not in at least a few weeks.
You see 5
Notice that Billy's wearing the
Tims.
he's wearing the Tims, despite the
Forgot
fact
his
he
laces.
doesn't really work.
Billy,
They are the boots
Billy
for it if you
preparing
decided
to go to the corner store to get a 30 rack and go to a darty at a Northeast school. That is what Billy is doing.
What's he doing? Billy, what are you?
What is this?
What's he?
Billy doing. I think he was.
Fucking nailed it.
He actually made it worse. Billy's got to be careful. Psycho shit can go too far. Psycho shit was invented during a very successful grid stream. Part of my
See, he
take.
messed with my brain. I don't know what to do. I just pull that. I'm not gonna.
So again, let's go back.
Shaking up the towel.
PFT, you can comment on this because you were here when Billy did the opposite Billy move where he didn't talk. And it was not effective. His
That was a ball of
talking
energy.
seems to be way more effective today.
What are we doing?
Billy, I think he's taking a bunch of pre-workout or something because he is just tweaking all over the place. This guy can't stay still.
Did he loosen a block for Nate for another turn?
I don't know.
Like
Billy's
like a
strategy is
vibrator on
unlike
a
any other.
trampoline.
Woo!
Nate's
back to Nate.
Nate's 60th time in here, still distracted by the announcers.
That would have been great if you. Yeah.
We gotta see what Billy was doing. We've never quite seen that.
I don't think Billy knows what
He is in a bit of a mood or a zone that I've
Sometimes Billy just
Playing
does stuff.
loose. Playing very loose. Maybe he had some high noon hard seltzer before today's match.
He might have. Trent looking good as
As the
always.
gentleman's
in
correct.
Maybe it's
the
been
black
1 month
crew
till my
neck
birthday.
and
I don't
khaki
know. Yeah,
pants.
could
Trent
be.
not scared of much besides
so
shorts.
glad to be here with me. It's my 11th birthday.
Another block is out.
True,
Before we
though.
continue, Jeff,
True,
Philly
man. I
football, a
didn't
ball
even-
of energy.
I wasn't even in, like, I
so
didn't even
far.
say that
Let's
in my interview,
rewind
but
a
it's
little
true.
bit and see what is going on in the mind of the 21-year-old.
I feel like we've seen it all, Jake.
Billy, come here.
Guess I'm.
Oh, DS.
Oh, that was inappropriate and not okay. But the block move beforehand, disgusting, Jake. Disgusting. Before that, the block move we had never seen before. Billy always throws out first here.
Billy, you want to talk us through what you were doing with that hammer move on the tower?
I think it's Billy's turn.
Some psycho shit.
Some psycho shit. All right, Billy. Let's see if the psycho shit works.
Thanks, Billy. Easy block pull. This is a quick game right now. Nate has not been involved in any quick games, but he's adapting well to the pace, I've noticed.
He's undoing his psycho shit.
I don't know what he's doing. He's only making things more difficult for
Is
his
he allowed to do this? He's just hammering the
There's
tower.
no rules, dude.
It's fair enough.
There's only one rule.
There
Just
are
don't-
rules.
The one rule is just don't touch it with 2 hands.
That's all I needed to hear.
What is happening?
There's no rules, dude.
If he knocks a tower over, that's on him.
I mean, you guys can
Do that? Yeah, okay, yeah, sure, all right. Good to know.
psycho shit.
You
So
can
the
hammer
ref,
too.
the ref. This is in the ref's hands, in the
do the
booth's
same.
hands. So
You
not
gotta fix
our
the top,
call,
Billy.
Jake.
Hang on.
That is another rule. There are 2 rules.
Not good
The
enough
one rule
on
we do
top.
know: you have to retower properly.
Yes.
Just like this tower, Billy is built different.
I don't know if I'm rooting for him to knock it over to do that or have it be successful. I don't know what I want to see right now, but this is what I expected with
pull from
Billy.
this row? Is that
Crazy
legal?
stuff.
By the way, Jeff, this foursome actually has tons of experience. 8 combined matches between the 4 of them. No
This is
rules.
where they can go
And Billy
to.
played a ton of Jenga matches on the Grid stream, so very experienced.
So here's Robbie Fox in search of his first victory. Robbie was partnered up with our official Spider a couple of weeks ago when Spider pulled the losing block.
Yeah, he was a very methodical, quick player. We're seeing that again here today. Just unfortunately was the victim of the wrong place, wrong time on the Jenga tower.
Back to Nate, who goes to that penultimate row.
Anytime
And
someone else
Jeff,
gets an
Nate
easy one,
actually
I
has
get
tons of
mad.
stamina when it comes to Jenga. His ABM, average blocks per match, is 41 flat. So he's got tons of experience with long
Unbelievable.
matches.
And what percentage had because it's a different
question.
It's the last question, but I'd imagine the 41 percentage would be higher for this.
41 exactly in this match was 3.09%. But by the way, we mentioned we have 9 players left. I crunched up the numbers. We have the 9 people. It's Lance Leach,
Gotta
42,
fix it.
Parker Reardon, 33, D. Tom, 19, Boontown, A.O. Swartz, Joe Everly, Farina, 06, Walton Dulles, and B. Risu. Those are the 9 players left.
Rest in peace to FAO Schwartz, by the way.
Yes.
That's-
Great
that's-
choice.
Moment of
that's what I
silence
get
for
out of
FAO
that
Schwartz.
one. Nate rolled his eyes. That's
happened?
bad karma.
Moment
immediately.
of silence for FAO
Oh,
Schwartz.
capitalism, sorry.
Moment of silence.
I get sad when
Moment of
bad
silence.
businesses fail.
Moment of silence over.
Okay.
Nice.
Thank you, PFP.
Much shorter moment of silence than our opening one.
I was trying to help you out, Jake. I didn't want you to have to apologize for
Philly, how hard do you think you could punch the tower?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good question.
Could you knock it over with wind, purely wind?
Dude,
I could fart this tower over.
If there was a futures bet on first tablecloth move, it would be from Billy. Billy, we know, wants to do the tablecloth move.
Chef Donnie had the opportunity,
Said the
chose to
ass
get
word on
crafty, and it
broadcast,
backfired.
For those who missed, who didn't see, Chef Donnie was put in a position where he only could do a tablecloth move with the last move. This tower is shaping up a little differently, though. it
Billy
seems.
on the eastern block, row 6. Creates a hanger.
What will
Can I
he
take
do?
more than one block?
Again, I won't answer for the ref, but that I'm pretty
I
sure
am told
is not allowed.
no, you may not.
Yeah, that is not allowed. I was pretty confident you can't take more than one
The
block.
voice upstairs said has the dumbest question we have ever heard in this Stool Streams
Yeah.
room.
Again, I didn't want to speak
Not
for the
my
ref,
words.
but that was fairly stupid from Billy.
I disagree, Jeff. I think Billy's just playing real loose down here. I think he's just trying to have a good time.
I would say that, but he just reset all of the hard work from earlier he had.
There's never any rhyme or reason to anything
No.
Billy does. In fact, this tower, what he's done to this tower, is just a metaphor for his own brain. What goes on up there daily.
If I were Trent, I would stop paying attention to this right now. This is just a psych out mood from psycho shit himself, Billy Football.
PFT's mentioned the temperature in this room. Outdoors in New York City, it's 82 degrees right now. Yet Billy rocking his winter boots.
It was. I low-key got. I low-key got fall vibes.
Billy,
Uh-oh.
you gotta fix the top.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Billy got fall vibes today, he
I got
said.
fall vibes, so I
Big
can
fall
throw on
vibes.
the tip.
Good.
Damp 85.
It's 3 and I can take
You're
from the
trying to
fourth
get something
row.
out of those Tims. What are they saying?
3 and then I can take from the fourth row. That's
They're
the rule?
talking to me. They're
Yes.
saying he should have worn the toe shoes.
Oh.
You gotta pay for that.
Talk about spectrum of shoes that in Billy Football's closet. He's got Tims and the toe shoes.
Yeah, his feet have to feel like they're wearing like a full-length hijab right now, as opposed to wearing the toe shoes in the past. He's clothed entirely. The OnlyFans can't be happy about that.
Nope.
Billy did do an OnlyFans tablecloth
For his
poll
feet.
This is
Billy
already
feet
behind the
ball.
paywall. Yeah.
Now pressure back to Nate. We mentioned no stranger to long matches. He is 2-1 overall, 2-2 overall here in the Triple S, presented by Heine and Hard Seltzer, but very little issues here on Block 23.
Speaking of cool shoes, Nate is wearing some amazing shoes right now. I
thank
just
you.
want to point that out.
Whoa, you guys are wearing.
Yeah.
They look incredible.
They're wearing very similar shoes.
It's almost like I recommended them. Don't be afraid to go high. You got some space.
PFT, a noted fashion thief.
No, I'm a hype
Like
beast.
up here, you think?
Fashionista.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that these were the same
The
shoes.
F
I just
stands
like
for
I like the
fashion.
Yours are like
colorway.
2 sizes smaller.
No, I like the colorway on
Fashionista
these.
Talk.
It's a good colorway. It's like the Seahawks
what's
wide
going on here?
receivers.
There's some.
Yeah.
Trent asking what's going on here.
Searching for his
Psycho
first
shit.
win here in Jenga. He's 0-2 overall.
Did guarantee a win
stuff,
last
good
time.
stuff.
Yeah, I'm
Gentle,
back.
you
You
got
mentioned
time.
Nate having a
One
long
hand.
ABM of 41 flat. Trent's on the opposite side, just 23 average blocks per match in 2 matches.
Sugar.
That is some psycho shit.
Wow, I'm biased, right?
Good sugar.
What? Oh, bro, I can't stay unbiased. You ready? You yucking it off?
Jeff, your keys to the match presented
Yeah.
by Heine and Hard Seltzer for this finale.
Of course, thank you to High Noon for these last keys of the match today. Keys to the match for Nate and Billy. Pretty simple. Billy, don't freak out Nate. Nate, don't freak out Billy. It seems like they're on the same page. Figured the two would possibly yell at each other, hate each other. Last time Billy was in here, I think my key was do psycho shit, but he didn't do it, so I didn't put it on there this time. And the keys for Robbie and Trent, nothing. The two most easygoing people in the office, no keys, just play the game.
Nothing for them, but they do have a combined 0-3 record here inside the
Damn,
Triple
Daniel.
S. So you figure they've got to come up with some strategy. They are roommates as well, so
Good.
some extra time in the locker room that Billy and Nate did not have.
We were in the locker room.
Billy's a walking locker room. He embodies locker room.
Robbie going with that penultimate row. And in a move here would effectively eliminate those bottom 5 or 6 rows.
Yeah, it looks
We
like it's the
only talk
bottom
about
5 rows untouchable now, save
Exclusively
for a
meat
tablecloth.
And only 1 move left in those bottom, I believe, half.
No, there's a lot of instability there. Whoa.
Oh. Kiss him. You got to straighten it out if you look over here.
Back into the square of doom for Robbie Fox.
Square. It's a Jenga. But it's psycho.
Sure.
I do
Good.
Am I up or you?
Yeah, you're up.
Which one do you think?
Yeah, so no more moves in the
feeling-
bottom
I'm
5
feeling-
rows. That's
no,
called
no,
the
no.
clean row. A
Oh,
row
yeah.
where you're
Watch-
able
watch
to
those
pull
feet,
the
boys.
block that's not a tablecloth move.
what
It's called the clean row.
Nice
The
clean
bottom
game.
5 rows are no longer clean rows, meaning you can only do a tablecloth
Just
move in
feel
order
it
to
out,
remove
dude.
them.
Unless you do
be
some
the
Billy's
word.
psycho
Where are your
SHIT.
impressions of Billy's game
Yes.
down
Maybe
it's
psycho
all-
shit is
My impressions of his
crazy.
there? Of his
Woo!
game.
It's zany.
It's chaotic. That's the word I would use. It's a little intimidating, if we're being honest.
It is.
Trent looks like he's trembling, pissing himself potentially. Very scared of Billy.
I mean,
Chaos is the word that's thrown around.
He's PFT confirmed he's terrified of Billy.
It's a little intimidating.
Good.
this is like the chaotic good, and that's like the neutral evil.
Is this one,
Boom.
you know,
Which one?
Every time Billy
The-
says a
the
word
one
that's
that
over 3 syllables,
right
he
there.
looks
This
around
one?
the room
Yeah.
and
You
nods
do
to
anything
everybody.
with that?
Did you
Yep,
watch the Blade?
I just said that.
No.
Back to
I think
Trent.
it was pronounced
You
correct.
would be great on that show.
Trent did say his opponents will have team chemistry issues, and he already envisioned everything Billy is going to do to piss off Nate.
Of course, I figured they would, but they seem to be great
I don't
together. Their
understand.
chemistry is undeniable. A very clean, not awkward dap whatsoever.
I don't know if I
Clean
can.
as
That
fuck.
one's
These
tough.
fucking stereotypes. Dude, yeah.
Trent saying before the match that Billy is rather bland.
60
in his
seconds to pick a
pre-match
block.
interview.
Don't let that fluster you. That's plenty of time.
Sounds flustered.
What did he say? I wasn't even listening to him.
27 blocks deep. By the way, we mentioned
30
the
seconds.
9 players still remaining for that progressive jackpot.
I don't
The
hate that
lowest
trend. It's
number
coming out
picked
me.
by those 9 players was 35
Maybe a
by
little more
D-Tomp
pecking.
19 with a Nate pull.
All right, he has.
You could say
Trent has picked a block.
bringing a lot of baggage into the square deal.
Yep. Good stuff.
Billy going to
Careful,
jokes now.
careful.
Gotta think sticking with psycho shit is the
Very
move.
gentle. Yep.
Oh!
Very gentle. Yep.
I think it's going.
Nope. Just be gentle. You got it.
Trent thinks he's gonna knock it over.
Wow, that is a wobbler.
Nice extraction from Trent.
feel?
Has a full
I feel
slate to
good.
work
I
with
actually
up
got an
top.
idea. You have an idea?
Trent's confidence could not be
Got
any
it to
lower
go.
playing right
Here's
here.
another look
I feel
at
good about
Trent's
that one.
move.
I feel much better.
Very
retowering.
comfortable on the tower.
Yeah, Trent saying, I think it's going to go, which I imagine means he thought the tower was going to fall over. He was not confident at all during that turn. But guess what? Doesn't matter. Their turn is over. It was successful.
Jeff, the retowering on that one was actually more wobbly than
My
the
mom low-key just
extraction
called me.
process. This
Your
thing is going to go
orthopedist?
Low key.
Billy's psycho shit. Hurt him or pay off, Jake.
He has an idea.
Billy just found the G-spot.
Billy,
He's the
This-
illegal toucher.
This side, well,
a little nervous.
I'm not trying to seduce the tower.
Yeah, we
I'm
get
just
some
checking
glimpse
out.
of that.
Smell your finger?
Not as confident, Jake, here as he was before.
Not at all. Game
Trent and
starting
Robbie
to slow
mix-
down a little bit.
Yeah, Trent mixing in his own base of humor here, maybe trying to throw off
45
his
seconds to
competitors.
pick a block.
Oh, whoa! Come on, whoa! Where'd that come from? Whoa! Come on. You can't-
More
Probably
questioning
your
of
boss,
the ref.
Hank.
Yeah, I know.
Chiseling
Yeah.
the western
Ooh.
block, some more twisting.
Fucking roasted.
Oh. Oh.
Seems
Why
to
did
have
I get
found
the
one.
rush call like on the first?
You think you could lift all of those with your finger?
Dude.
30. How much? 30 seconds? 20 seconds. Yeah.
Billy's struggling.
Oh!
PFT pulling a Tommy Smokes move with some
That was
weird sounds.
I was just naturally reaction to that. That was it was a chaotic pull. I thought this thing was crumbling.
Oh, the drop is a risky
straight.
move.
Wait,
wait, wait.
The drop is a risky
I was gonna
move.
have to reach
Seen it before.
Right here.
Turn
Yeah.
not complete.
I
Back
look
to
at
the
this.
square of
No,
doom
no,
for
no,
Billy.
no.
Nate's going to be
That's
surprised.
middle block.
What do you?
He put it. He put
Oh,
it okay.
That's middle block problems.
That's yeah. Like
You got a tower to the middle block, though.
But he,
Nate, good for
Tell him,
one
yeah.
argument with the
Nate,
ref. At
He's
least.
got to make a kiss.
Tower to the middle
God
block
damn
felt
it.
Nate
really.
participating in his
Yeah.
fourth match. Fifth
There,
overall in the Triple S.
it's going down.
Shit.
It's going down.
On Robbie?
Billy calling it, saying this
Going
tower's
down.
about to go from Robbie Fox.
It's going down.
Back
for
to the chemistry
real.
of Billy and Nate. Robbie did diss them too. He said he doesn't see any way they get along physically, mentally, and couldn't be on a more different playing field.
Sorry.
They act like we don't hang out at meat lockers. Dude, we hang out in meat lockers together.
They have a bit of an odd couple vibe.
Billy did say he and
The
Nate
Matthew Perry version, the one that got
collaborated back in the old Barstool office over a situation with YP and wrestling
Wrestled in 'em. Oh, when he hit the footage. Yeah.
from fraud scenes.
Oh,
Fraud scene.
blast from the past.
Way from the
Yeah.
past. I forgot all about
Delete that. Delete that.
Yeah.
Fraud scenes.
Yeah. That was a great video. People forget.
What was
I
that?
forgot all about that. Yeah, young.
Full slate
You must be
created
like
by
19.
Robbie Fox.
Dude, I was
to
a
get
kid.
us into the 30s.
Good.
No, look at that. Look at that overhang.
This thing is not sturdy.
PFT believes this is going to end soon, right?
This is the last pull. I guarantee it. This
Or else what?
What will you eat?
Absolutely.
What will you eat? if
I
this is not
already
the last
ate all my
one?
columns.
I'll
Eat your shoe.
I'll eat Nate's shoes.
There's a
eat
bag
your
of chocolate down here. You must eat all the chocolates at once if this is
Oh
not the last
no!
move.
Man, I
You
really
dog,
don't want to,
you
but
can't
I
eat
will eat all the
chocolate.
chocolates if Nate pulls this
That
block
would-
wrong.
And Jeff, we have an interesting move. Let's zone into rows 5 and 6. We have a pair of blocks on opposite sides here. You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Dude, I.
It's completely
was stunned
tilted
that I
that
got
way. You
my
can just
block
see it in that
out.
camera. That's a
Really?
brief
That's
camera
what
shot.
moves
You
it.
can tell.
So there's nothing down here, eh? Nothing.
I think we only got the top.
It's fucking
I believe,
wobbly.
Jeff, the
Yeah.
bottom 11 rows are out of
60
play.
seconds, pick a block.
All right, Jeff.
Looks like
It's spider.
Spider.
Oh, no, we like spider.
Yeah, the bottom 11 rows are no longer clean rows. All those
What's
dogs.
the main vivid?
That was a layup. What did he say?
Oh, you didn't even hear it?
Don't
No.
worry, it's fine. Water under the bridge.
Right there, right at the top of the screen, if
Sorry,
you're looking
yeah.
right now,
This is
the
nuts.
way those blocks are positioned.
There are reports from the sidelines that a
30
certain
seconds
sideline reporter
to
has
hit
to
one? Yes.
take a real dump. Unconfirmed.
No.
Oh, almost
I
fell.
wouldn't start- I wouldn't start.
So
Yeah.
you create a hanger.
Will Billy get mad at Nate if he makes the tower fall?
Billy right now is on
Billy's-
Snapchat.
Billy's on
Appears to be checking Twitter.
Billy's
Billy's
posting
looking
his
at
feet pics.
6 different
15
pictures
seconds.
of his
10
friends'
seconds.
To
poops
pick a
that they
block.
sent him.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna pick this one.
Nate has some
Nate's
momentum on that
sticking-
eastern
5,
block.
4.
Whoa,
He has a block. He has a block.
Whoa, don't yell at
Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting yelled at by my boss in the headset.
Oh, don't yell at him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who's yelling?
A lot of commotion now for Nate.
It's out for
Successful
Nate.
pull.
What concentration?
All right. He's got to put it on top.
Billy created a distraction. Nate removes a block.
Nate
Incredible
has
teamwork.
an empty slate to work with. Can go on either the left, middle, or
I
right.
really need one of you guys to knock this down.
I can't
Super
believe
uneven. Super
This might have
uneven
been the
tower.
last
There's
one.
one
This is
move, I don't
Oh,
want
you
to
gotta eat a
say it,
soup.
that I think if it's made, will knock over the top half.
This is a great block by
We
Nate.
get another camera angle. I'll tell you which one I think, but
Block.
this thing is
What a block.
super unsturdy at the top.
Good.
Nate got it to
I got
go.
your hand.
Fucking
Down the middle.
Trent, I think there's
back to Trent.
that
Have to
move,
eat all
and I
this
think there's
chocolate now.
either of those two.
This one here?
If you can get them out.
Bro, I think I mean,
That one is.
oh, I don't.
Do you think that's a possibility?
That's just one
Or like start
PFD.
bench pressing him.
What if I
Yeah.
threw him into the tower?
If you're gonna
Very
knock it
gentle.
over, can you use a
Super
person
gentle.
to do it?
Boy,
If I grab
this is terrible.
contestant.
I would like him to just run you through.
Trent having some issues. There's a lot of commotion outside the square of two, but he looks locked in right now.
Oh no.
Billy, you
You
got this.
forgot
You
about
got
the
this, you
hidden
got
factor
this.
though.
Moving on top
that?
of what
Careful,
would
careful,
be
careful.
a
It's
double
spinning.
hanger.
It's leaning, so just
It's
I
spinning.
would go from this
Pull it
side.
this way?
You're gonna have
Yeah.
to.
Just but stabilize.
Trent
Try to
has selected a
stabilize
block.
the towers as best you can with your hand.
Trent looking for his first ever win here inside the
It doesn't
Triple S.
feel
There's
like.
nothing else left.
Trent thinks
Try to
this could be
stabilize
it.
the top as best you can.
Trent
is
above it.
twisting.
Thinking
Above
half
it, you
ball on
gotta
this one.
stabilize.
Twisting a little more. Remember, our two matches today, 42 blocks, 39
You
blocks.
gotta
Rob
stabilize.
is at
Trent, you gotta
31.
stabilize the tower.
Which? What do you mean
Robbie is
stabilize the
losing
tower?
confidence
Oh,
quickly.
Trent is losing it too. Trent is getting angry.
Just stay calm. Stay calm.
Could Trent pull his second losing
You
block
just
of
gotta
his
stop
career or
twisting. You
survive
gotta
this?
pull out.
Laying down.
Almost like an Iowa corn holder.
PFT has put himself in the splash zone.
I'm under strict instructions.
Not a guarantee on the retower though, Jake. Not at all.
Tower.
He's about to double.
That was the
This
block
side,
that I
right?
thought
I'm
he
gonna
was
double
going to hold.
I would do that side. You got more space to work with on that side. Yes.
Because of the weight of the tower, he has helped himself and the rest of the game out. It's the 2 blocks, 2 rows below that, which I think would have knocked the tower over.
He got it.
Great find.
Huge to the top of the order to Billy football. Remember, the bottom 11 rows are effectively eliminated.
Forward tap.
What a move!
I cannot believe
He
that.
means business now.
That's done. That. There's one left there, and then the top one.
Well, I gotta restabilize.
Got a
it.
twisted tower
You
in
don't
the
have to
top
do-
third.
don't have to
Billy
do that,
cleans
Billy.
that up.
What a risky move.
That was
It pays
unnecessary,
off.
but it happened.
He did not have to
That
do
is just
that.
sportsmanship right there.
Billy's all business right now. He's done the equivalent of him wearing a tie, which was he's wearing his hat forwards now. He's all business, locked in.
Taking the title up for grabs here at Barstool. All business.
Is it top 4 rows or 3?
All business.
60 seconds, pick a block.
Oh, come on. No.
Oh, Billy's got one out
we
on the
found
west
it.
side. Moving clockwise.
Will the pole knock it though, Jake?
No, it does not. Only has one space to go. Billy did pull the losing block in his last appearance on August 26th.
Nate is about to have a stroke down here. Not the good kind they
Good.
have to move up for.
All right.
Another full slate. Back to Nate, 33 blocks deep. Or excuse me, back to Robbie, 33 blocks deep.
That was one of the most uncomfortable I've ever been.
I just watched down. This uncomfortable.
Like a small child.
You're gonna have to do that so I can put it on the top.
Oh yeah. Why don't we distract Robbie with some really?
All right.
Shit.
Just
Robbie,
like
hang on one
wait,
second.
do a
Replay.
Let's get another look at what is going on outside the square.
A graphic warning. This is incredibly uncomfortable to watch. I apologize to all viewers.
Jeff is very jealous.
That's incredible.
It's like a father picking up his son out of a ball pit.
What a clip.
Nobody's ever picked me up from Jeff D-Lo. Nobody holds me.
The FCC violations that Hank is going to be hit with for showing that graphic imagery.
That's what we'll be telling our grandkids.
Jeff, what a hug. The fact, I don't think his legs bent. I think he just like went from ground to up.
So below the top,
That's good teamwork though. Like
below the
that's
top 5
doesn't
rows,
get love.
PFT below the top 5 rows. I think if you can make a closer look, I only see 2 moves. The one Robbie's going for now, and then a few rows below. And I think that was a row that was impacted by the earlier psycho shit from
psycho
Billy
shit
football,
row.
right? Because
Yeah.
the blocks have been tampered with. Yeah.
There are 2 diagonal blocks, both in the middle. You could get more psycho with it and try to move one of them directly to the middle and then pull the other out.
It was allowed though.
It's not impossible to do, but it's.
What do you think?
It's going to take a
I think
creative
I
mind.
have to go with this.
People don't love the psycho shit move though. They're dubbing Billy all business cheat. They don't like it.
Whoa! Jeff D-Lo made that up because he's jealous of us. Yeah. Nobody said that in chat. That's a Jeff D-Lo.
60 seconds, pick a block.
I'm picking this one. This
picking that one, okay.
No doubt.
Let me. I want to reemphasize it. What Billy did allowed though, despite
All
being
business
crazy.
cheat is a great name, though. Might say.
I'm not. He did not cheat. I'm not saying that. I did not make that up, and I'm not jealous of Nate and Billy.
Tommy Smokes also
The guy you
dubbed
keep talking about how
all
jealous
business
he is.
skeet by the chat.
Dude,
Take your time. Take your time.
Bob's being a surgeon right now. This is fascinating.
Bailey Carlin, all business tweet.
Because he does so many. I get it.
So much action here. Jenga, joke explaining.
He just did another.
Oh, it's done.
Stabilizes.
it's the psycho. It's the psycho
I
block.
think Billy's
Take it
realizing
down.
that
Psycho
Robbie's
shit.
taking his move.
I think he knows that psycho shit may have won them the game.
He picked his block.
Oh, okay.
Billy might be
Yeah, I mean,
confronted
I
by his own actions.
assume.
Suffering
Oh, wait,
consequences.
wait.
Maybe
No,
Can he do?
You already picked a
But he's
block.
not gonna. If he's not gonna pick that block, he wants to just. Try
I can
to
touch the
re-
blocks around my block, no? I can touch the blocks on the tower?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're trying to repair the
Fucking
psycho
Jeff.
shit.
Okay.
Oh, they're touching.
Wow.
Oh, whoa, whoa! Look at those feet over there.
Yeah, Billy, shut up.
They're looking real good.
Billy getting yelled. Oh, Billy got a warning for being annoying.
Yep. He also
Not my
was
words.
known for asking the worst question ever, according to our producer Hank.
What was that question?
I don't know.
Oh, you can take 2 bucks.
I just, yeah.
I think it's a fair question.
I mean, oh, whoa.
Robbie chiseling the east side.
Wow, the woodpecker method.
Hank's never gonna let me do this.
I think you've done a great job.
Thank you.
Oh,
This would create a quintuple hanger.
would create.
Wood.
Get it? You get it?
Oh, yeah.
Because when you have a hard dick, it's called
He
wood.
needs to restabilize.
Bob, you got it?
Bobby knocks the tower down.
Nailed it.
Oh, no
Bobby
way!
Fox!
What a risk!
Wow!
But
Is it me or
it
you?
works. Look at this move, Jeff. It was all up to gravity, and gravity says, "You're welcome, Robbie."
God.
That thing still may fall over mid-replay. I cannot believe that thing stood up almost completely over Trent. Shuddering in fear, thought it might hit him.
Let the block.
Stays up. Robbie Fox, one of the best moves we've ever seen in here. 34 in. I do not know what Nate and Billy are going to do.
34 blocks in, top of the order to Billy football. Excuse me.
The only move below those top
Just can't.
Don't go that way.
rows is the psycho shit row all
Tower's
the way
holding
in
on
the
by
middle.
a string.
All right, yeah.
He has 2 rows to work
If
with
I
at the top,
pull
and then
that
the
out,
psycho
that
shit row in the
theoretically do
middle.
that?
Definitely.
Theoretically, yes.
Yeah, I'm talking like in theory.
Definitely.
In theory, yes.
I need to buy one to practice at home.
That's like what the pros do.
Practice at home?
No, tablecloth.
The table.
Oh, is that what tablecloth
Yeah.
is?
I believe so.
Nate's really eye fucking the psycho shit. He's thinking there might be something to work with there.
No.
There's not.
It's gonna have to be up here.
34 blocks deep. Nate trying to chisel out a Tittleman's crest, 5 rows down. Fingering that middle block. It's about halfway out on the other side.
Ooh, boy.
He's nervous. He is so nervous right now.
It's out.
Oh,
Can he retower?
Probably losing some.
Wow.
Likes that to go.
Yeah.
Either row below him.
Right.
Middle.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that one's just
Yeah,
like
I know. Yeah.
Billy's telling me to go east.
The problem is there's not space on this side. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Go east.
No,
with
you're
green counterbalance.
You gotta balance it. Archimedes.
Mm-hmm.
You get a good
Yep.
one or who
Yep.
Archimedes was?
I don't know what that is.
Who was the triangle guy?
Can he fix his old middle block and put it in the middle?
No.
It was deemed a good retower. Nate continuing to have
Okay.
issues with our official spider. He got it.
Gotta
Is
fix
it
that
done?
back
Hold
corner.
on. Yeah.
No, dude. The thing is, with where they put the center block,
But look,
I can't.
no, you gotta get it closer
You
here.
gotta put that closer.
I can see
That's
it.
off the edge.
Just have.
That's good.
Oh, quick move, efficient, effective,
Okay.
methodical. All on Trent now. All eyes on Trent.
Communication down here between
Good
Robbie and
job.
Trent. They knew exactly where they were going to go in the event that Nate did step block upstairs safely.
Trent trying to get Gelato Tittleman's
Ooh.
crest.
Tower looks good.
Tower looks
Got
good.
plenty of movement.
Just
Reverse split vice.
Don't get cocky.
It's gonna fall.
Tell me when you think I should switch over.
It's too cool. I mean, you got the feel for it, brother.
Trent gonna have to wrap around eventually. See our sky cam. Only have one place to go if he gets the tower
It's the only
process.
block. I know you're not done it, but that's the only block. You take down.
Yep, Trent's got to be careful.
Slowly.
Oh no.
Slow.
Uh-oh, it got stuck. It got glued.
Some more twisting.
Nope, you're good.
Oh!
What?
A sloppy extraction, but he survives it.
Oh my goodness, just had my second heart attack.
Oh,
And he dropped it!
What was he thinking?
Trent is reckless, but it pays off.
I'm out.
Okay,
I'm out.
Trent
I'm out.
living on the edge. Oh my!
Now it's time for some real psycho shit.
What a wild time to do the drop on the retower.
He wants to do psycho shit so bad.
Trent just DGAF.
Is he gonna do psycho shit?
Billy trying to take out block 37. Not many moves.
It's that middle. It's all.
What's going through Billy's head right now is to try to find a safe block.
It's the monkey playing the
Can't
timber.
just do something really fun.
Yeah, he only has 2 moves right here.
2 rows, if you will. There's still that block midway down the tower on the west
Correct.
side.
Yeah, excuse me. Yes, only 2 rows he can attack, but when he removes this, I think there is only.
Well, then the next row would be legal. So
Right.
it'd be the 4th row.
Right.
Those
That's
are a couple of
backwards
full
again.
slates.
Billy's feeling loose.
But still, we are basically at a point where you're going to have 2 rows to attack.
Right.
And that middle row in the middle of the tower is the psycho shit row from earlier, and it looks like it's as glued in as it gets.
It is just pornographic back here, guys.
Disappointing that he hasn't done any more.
You would not
psycho
be able to
shit.
broadcast this even.
Chat's
though you-
probably disappointed.
Look at that. Wow. That's just.
I want to see some.
The chat's got
This is
asking for
rated
more psycho
NC
shit.
17.
They're saying you got to
Yeah.
get crazy with it.
Halfway out for Billy.
People are saying you've abandoned your
Chat,
brand.
he's going for the reverse Johnny here.
Woo! Western grip.
As fast as you can pull.
Some more twisting.
We'll watch.
Some more wobbling.
Trent
It's out!
Oh, and he. Oh, is
What
that
a move
was that
by
a bad
Billy.
idea? It was a great idea, Jake.
A quick retower to stabilize.
Good job,
Interesting.
Billy.
Stabilize the tower, and now really only 2 rows to attack.
You got it.
Replay coming.
One storyline to
Because
keep
of
an
this
eye on
move
here.
we're going to see here, Jake.
Here's that quick
Only-
retower by Billy. Here we go.
Only 2 rows to attack, and yeah, Billy, I don't know if it would have fallen for sure, but it was enough of a wobble where Billy knew, get that block on there,
Get his
stop
shoes,
this from
he's up.
moving, and move on. Only 2 rows can be attacked right now from Robbie and Trent.
Billy, NPFT.
Yeah, down here with Billy, just extracted that last block. It was a great move, make no mistake about it. The retowering and the stabilization of the tower was next level. However, your competitor Trent is accusing you of abandoning your principles of doing psycho shit all the time and playing it too safe. Was that move bad for the brand?
What Trent doesn't understand is there's some serious psycho shit coming. And he's got to make sure that he's not on the other end of it.
Okay, Billy doing the, just wait and see because I've got a sweet move coming later you don't even know about strategy. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you,
Riveting
PFT.
stuff.
All right,
Good answer.
Jeff, here's where you see the state of the tower right now.
They want us to
Robbie
fail.
has
Yep.
the
Heard
psycho
them. They
row
want us to
or
fail.
the fourth row. There's no other way to do it.
Yep, he can do the fourth row in the tower, or he can go to the psycho shit row. He's touching the psycho shit row right now. Or he can go to the fourth row.
Psycho, fourth, or tablecloth. No turning back for the 22-year-old.
Wow, how time flies, huh, Jake?
Wait, I put
22.
He can only attack 2 rows.
You
He's
got
going
it,
for
Billy.
that
You got
western
it.
block.
You got it.
He feels good.
On the far side towards the television and the high noon hard seltzer stickers.
Robbie and I, we're in a band together. It's ironic because he's staying far away from the bass on this move.
Pop punk.
Like the
Of
instrument.
course. Plenty of
little
action
music
you can
jam.
listen to on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube.
A lot of the blocks above this block are starting to move, Jake.
Robbie
Close up of that
has some
hand.
more space
I
out.
haven't seen a quake like that since.
Oh, no way.
Can he do it? Oh! Again!
Dear Lord!
He
How
needs
is
to retower.
Oh, he's like 9 feet tall.
How is this possible?
Fuck me.
Jake,
He got it!
Oh,
no!
down
What a move by Robbie Fox.
Do you believe in
He's gonna do a
miracles?
replay.
Dude, yes. Gonna get
You're gonna actually have to do
How he kept that thing staying up
Dude, that was
is
Oh my God.
fascinating. Look at that Trent like a tiger, like a leopard, a lion,
I was nervous.
like a house cat in khakis. Trent stunned by the move. Robbie Fox able to pull it off yet again, stabilizes the tower. That row is in play still. They can take the other side of that row.
I'm in.
There are still only 2 rows they can attack.
I'm observant and psycho.
Will he go to the psycho shit row?
Wait, it's 3 down or 4 down?
It's gotta be. It has to be. I might just begin urinating.
1, 2, 3, 4. So this one is in
Alpha
play.
enough to pee in a room with a-
Oh,
Is it 3 down?
I get confused, to be honest.
I always get confused. I think it's
Yeah.
all right, and now it's Nate.
saying that one.
2-1 overall. Nate has never pulled the losing block,
No
Jeff.
sportsmanship?
He's playing
I
his
don't-
fourth
I don't
match,
understand.
Jenga, which is a
Can I do
record.
this?
I don't think
I
so.
don't-
Nate is
60
complaining about a
seconds.
move from 30 minutes ago right now.
No, I'm not.
No, he doesn't know how far down.
I'm just confused which row I can pick.
Oh, okay, okay. I
God
take
damn
that
it,
back.
Jeff. You're so negative.
Nate very angry now. Will it affect his poll here?
50 seconds. Oh, it's the whole hug thing.
Only move he can make here on the top of the tower is this block right here.
It's this or the psycho, but Nate has
selected
some
a block?
room.
No way.
Depending on how much time I have. Okay.
This is unstable.
No way. What is it, a row?
40 seconds to pick a block.
Okay.
You're just gonna have to punch out cycle. Yeah.
If he
If I get
pulls this block, the only move left in the tower that isn't a tabletop, the only clean row is
Psycho.
the psycho shit row in the middle of the tower.
30 seconds to pick a block.
Jeff, I think he's gonna get this one.
He's got plenty of movement on the east side.
It all depends on the
I
retail.
like his chances.
And
Oh, another wobble!
How?
This will not be an easy retower.
it is the
It
psycho
could
shit
still
roll
just go
that
over.
is keeping this tower upright. I've never seen wobbling like this before.
Dude, look at this.
Psycho shit about to be in play.
And he's looking
Nate
for the
can
stool.
retower. The apple
He's
box is
used
right
it
there.
before. He's used it. It's legal.
It's adorable.
It's very cute.
The soapbox for Nate.
Okay.
Of all
okay.
moments in the match to do it. 38 blocks deep. However, Jeff, you mentioned there's only going to be
Timeout.
one move.
Yes.
It might
Okay.
not come
Timeout.
into play.
Yes.
And they will use
Timeout.
their lone timeout. Let's send it down the
Timeout.
stream and
Right,
get a
so
look
if I
inside
get-
the
yeah.
huddle of Billy and Nate.
Careful. Do it.
Oh man.
Chaos. Oh, I thought you had a question.
You have to do.
There's only one answer. You gotta get more psycho.
Yeah.
Whoa. Just
How did I do 2 hands on block like 90? Because you walked to get an apple picking thing.
just place it, but like put a little more weight.
The
this way,
okay, so
you know what I'm saying?
once if I place it, the only block left is cycle block.
I'm gonna go for it.
No, but it's not our move.
Okay.
So
That's
the psycho shit they don't
If you guys want to go back to back, you guys can. Yeah, definitely.
This could fall at any moment.
Jesus.
Shut up.
Billy.
I can't believe I did two hands. Did
I
you know
saw
I was
it
going to do
coming.
it?
I saw it coming,
You were
yeah.
looking close, yeah. Wow, how did I do that?
You'd have to assume this game is going to end either on this next turn. Well, he could end it here, this next turn or the
Like
turn
me
after,
breathing
because what's going to
today.
happen here is that Robbie and Trent will have to go for the psycho
is so
shit row.
nerve-wracking.
And then after that, Billy will have to pull the first block he touches.
do it.
It's a good call, Fitz.
So that violation, it might not even come to play, which is interesting.
No, it may not at all. It may not even matter.
Unless Nate used two hands once again.
Drop
this
it.
Turn. But he needs to retower on block 38 to create the full slate.
You gotta kiss him right here.
Not
You gotta
good
kiss
enough
him.
for Spider. You see on our sky cam, plenty of space on those first two blocks.
On the middle.
Do a little tapping, just tap.
It's like perfectly on.
Tap, tap, tap.
See in the sky
No,
cam.
it's not. We're looking at the sky cam.
Plenty of
There's a gap right
space.
there that you need to
Yeah,
hit.
just
You just gotta make him touch.
Yeah, that middle
You gotta go
block, I
other side. You
believe,
gotta
was
form to the row,
Billy's
not
too.
the.
Yep.
Yeah,
The
the
middle
one
block
under.
was
Yeah.
the fault of his teammates.
Keep going.
Some space.
There we go.
Not this side?
A
Just
little
this
bit
side?
more, just a
This
tad
side.
more on that side that you're and you're good.
Good. All right, get out, get out.
It's
That's
good.
good.
Get the fuck out.
That's good.
All
right.
You gotta be
Nate
fucking
has
kidding.
done
I
it,
cannot
and
believe
now
the fact
all the
that-
pressure is on Trent, and he
Feel
has
out
no
the psycho
choice
shit row,
but
see
to
if you
psycho.
He has to.
Billy impacted this row probably 30 minutes ago with
You're
some
gonna
of
have
the
to move
weirder
the
moves
middle
you've
block
ever
with
seen.
two
It
hands
may
somehow.
pay off.
I can't believe I did that.
Billy just asked if he should consider urinating onto the tower to knock it over. Well,
Whoa.
Holy shit.
I don't know what he was doing.
Don't do that.
But he
Jeff,
almost
I'm
ended
so
it.
ready for
By
this
the
next
way, there is
Be
one
very careful.
person
I mean,
who has
if
Trent
he
pulling the
does get
losing
it out.
block
Yeah, it's going this way,
and
right?
39
So, like,
blocks.
it's-
Farina 06 would
What
win
sort
with
of-
the
what
Jenga
sort of-
See if you
here.
could pull it.
Farina rooting so hard for Trent to blow it right here.
Oh, one person could win here?
One person could win $1,000.
Trent, give someone $1,000.
No,
No,
Nate.
no, boo,
No,
no, no,
Not
no.
on purpose.
Nate messing
There
with
is
the
no-
integrity of
No,
the
There
game.
is no.
Hey,
the waiver.
Don't even joke about it, or you will be kicked out of the room.
Can you
Yeah, you will
at
be
all
banned. That's a
base like your middle
perma-ban.
finger on
I
that
meant
block.
knock it
Warning.
over.
And then pull. You know what I mean? Or base
Oh.
your finger on that block and literally pull it out.
Is he gonna try to do what we
So
essentially
what are
saw in the
we-
last
where is
match?
this going now? What if I do this now?
Or 2 matches ago? I already forgot who it was. Am I an idiot?
I don't think that's smart.
2
I don't
matches
think
ago
So we
was
got
Chef
KFC.
Donnie.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, that was less than an hour ago, Jake. Yeah, but it seems as though that is what
what-
Robbie's trying to instruct Trent to do.
What if
Wow,
we?
you're
What,
really-
okay. What if we?
Impact
they
What if I
execute
block
this
with
move,
one hand.
They do
This
more
way.
psycho
Yeah.
shit than you.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Trent,
They
that's full
they
off.
take a shit on your. They take a psycho shit on your psycho shit.
The psycho.
Okay.
We might be in
Now-
a double
Keep
shit
inching
situation.
60 seconds
So-
to pick a block.
Keep inching it. Just
Okay.
keep inching it. Don't think about that.
So move this way, you think?
Yep.
Farina 06 could win a grand with a Jenga here.
Oh my god, it's so wobbly at the top. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh my god. I really don't understand.
Okay.
And now this block needs to come a
You got
little
like
more
40 seconds
towards
to pick a
that.
block.
Oh wait. How do? Okay.
Just a little bit. Just a little. I don't know how you get it there.
I can't believe I did 2 hands.
Whatever.
Oh, I got it.
So first one you touch, if they get this out.
30
but
seconds
you'll
to
just
the
go
block.
4 down middle. The 4 down middle.
Do you want to say we're picking this
Okay.
block just so the time limit's out, then you got as much time
Yeah.
as you want? I
So
took
we-
a lot of time with
we're
mine.
eventually taking
20
this one.
seconds to pick
Yeah.
a block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm picking this block.
All right, the
Okay,
block is
Trent has
locked in.
picked
It's
a
that
block.
eastern
He's
block,
locked in.
but a lot of work ahead of
A
Trent.
lot of time. I took a lot of time, and it was to our benefit.
Trying to move
Keep even
that block to the center
Doing
to
great.
stabilize.
When I move it on
Actually,
this
I
side.
After
actually
10
think-
seconds,
I
you can't
actually
touch
think
that
you're
block
great.
anymore.
What?
Wait, what?
I thought he could play with the whole thing.
Why are you making a rule on block 46? Keep coming in.
But I don't see when I move this one, it moves the whole thing.
Yeah, yeah.
You-
See what I
Okay,
mean?
Trent, you're
But
good.
I'm good. Okay.
All right, then can you somehow, like, base on that middle block? You know what I mean? To get that block more under it. You need to get that block more under that.
Right.
Careful with the chisel.
Yeah, the chisel's not gonna work.
saying Star Wars, I think.
Yeah. Wait.
That's Trent, though.
What?
That's Robbie he's looking for to say.
Robbie doing a good job coaching his teammate Trent.
Superman, popular character.
3 combined matches.
Let's just start.
3 combined losses.
Start pulling it a little
Will
bit.
that change today?
Which way?
Towards me. Push it towards me, the block that we're taking.
I don't know.
Moves everything.
You gotta get the block on top of it more center. That's the one. That's the key.
Oh, top half. Seesawing.
You're good.
I don't think I am.
You gotta have more confidence than that.
Trent, no confidence in himself whatsoever.
Robbie trying
Big
to pump him
seesaw.
up. Looking for what would be each of
we
their
don't
first
want
ever
that.
wins here inside the Triple S. Nate and Billy have 3 combined wins.
How are we going to get this block all the way
Don't
over?
do the chisel, do the push. And then
Some more twisting.
get it a little more on this side first, yeah. There you go.
Even more.
There you go.
Oh,
Hold on. Yeah.
still on its feet.
I think they're after.
A little more.
PFT has called each match over about 5 times.
Why don't you grab the middle block now and pull it towards us?
I'll drink a cherry Coke cereal in its entirety if they are able to pull this off. I just don't think it's
That's crazy.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see if that
That's
comes
actually
over
insane,
here.
PFT. What
What
a prediction.
What if you take now that middle block and pull it this
be honest with
towards
you,
the
this
TV?
one?
Towards the
I also
TV,
don't
just a little bit. Base your
Why they
index
start
finger on the
counting
block above it.
For us at like 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's fine.
That?
Using that
Push
hanger to
off,
stabilize.
on it. Yeah, like that.
Rip it.
Some more wobbling in those first 6 rows.
It's like it's on a string right now.
So if
What am I doing with that one?
If he gets it and puts it on top, you'll have that full row.
You just gotta
Trent
get
seems
it
to be on life
centered.
support.
You just gotta get that above somehow.
This one here, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that seems impossible.
You just gotta work it out, get that centered, and you're gonna pull out the block next to it. You got this. Yeah, that block. That's
I
the
think
block.
that one that he just touched.
Keep pulling that.
This one?
Keep pulling that.
Remember, it's that
Yeah,
eastern
it's
block
coming
you
out
must
nicely.
take out.
It's coming out nicely.
Just trying to position that western block.
Hold on, give it
to
a second.
ensure
to-
it
give
will
it a
not
second to
fall.
reset. That was coming out nicely.
But we got to get this one under.
What if you just fucking? I don't know.
Just rip it?
I'm not saying that.
Grip it and
Not
rip it.
yet.
It just, everything moves when I do that.
I know.
So it's,
Let's focus on this then. Slowly but surely, let's pull that out.
Oh! PFT with another Johnny Smokes Life like sound.
Looked like it was coming down.
Wow.
All right.
Has more momentum, but he needs some more stabilizing
He is.
on the west side.
it
Don't
just
pay
needs to
attention
get,
to the crowd.
right, it just needs to get, how can we,
Trent is being so gentle with those bear balls.
Can you somehow like base grab the block,
Can't spell
grab
precarious without
that
bear.
block,
That's what
and with your index finger push it. You know what I mean?
Push it?
No, the block above it.
oh, I see.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It's still going.
The tower doesn't
I
want
can't
to
believe I
fall.
did 2 minutes.
Bro, I don't,
Yes.
you know?
Oh yeah, wait, I still can't believe that.
As Billy
Still not
done it,
going.
As Billy football.
Why can't
outcycles
this-
the game of Jenga.
No.
It's a quintuple hanger
You want me
Yep.
up top.
to? Okay. Yeah.
Still up.
Oh, I thought you were about
Can
to start.
Trent pull it off?
Yeah, Trent.
Oh my god.
We might be good on the like. I don't want to say we might be good on the balancing, but
Yeah, you look good on the back.
that's a stupid thing to
You,
say.
no, yeah, right. I think.
But I think we
What
might
if-
be as close as we're going
Yellow
to get.
The longest turn
Oh, you got it. You got
He's
it.
twisting it.
This son of a bitch.
He's twisting. And there it goes! A Jenga for Trent! And Farina 06 is $1,000 richer.
Unbelievable. Congratulations on the 1K. Oh, my.
Jeff got really jealous.
Yeah.
That was-
$1,000 on the rollover.
Oh, congrats.
What a win. All because of the failure of Trent here in the last
not a
game. But much
failure.
more than that.
Not a failure.
It
Got
was because of
all
the psycho shit, bro.
the
Yeah, the
matches
psycho shit got it.
correct. That is incredibly impressive. $1,000 richer.
Do they stop counting for like dangerous
Farina
blocks
06
like
is
that?
winning
No,
a
no, no, I'm just
K.
curious.
McLovin the God
you gotta
went
limit-
over
yeah,
to 6
God.
and is
Big
winning a
money blocks to get to.
$50 gift card to the Barstool store.
Congratulations, the $50.
How many blocks
Unfortunately,
is
you
that?
cannot buy the khakis and crew neck on the store of Barstool Sports.
Why
You can buy
can't
something
you?
else.
We gotta get them soon.
With like
with
the
that
Trent
$50 gift
logo.
card.
We're going to send it down the stream in the winner's circle. PFT, Billy, and Trent.
Thanks, guys, up in the booth. What a game
All right,
that
I'll go.
was. That game had a little bit of
It's
everything.
Nate.
Sorry,
Jake.
Nate.
We got. Whoa. Okay. We have What's your name?
Eric.
We have Eric and Billiam down here. Billy, you were doing some psycho shit right off the bat. Was there any method to your madness, or were you just going for it?
Came here to do psycho shit, and I did psycho shit.
Psycho shit, checkmark, accomplished. Nate, was there ever any thought in your head that maybe your teammate didn't know what he was doing?
I trust Billy with my life. I had no doubt in his abilities and his psycho shit confidence, and it paid off on the field.
Yeah, what was it about that teamwork? Because you guys did seem to have a good rapport from the start all the way through.
A lot of
seemed to
time
get
in
along.
meat
What did you guys? Yeah,
lockers.
how did you guys build that?
Just meat locker talk.
Psycho, recognize psycho.
Yeah.
Couple psychos. All right, back to you in the booth. Great game, guys.
All right, thanks so much, PFT.
Thank you.
Nate and Billy, they have great records so far, but let's take a look back of this match.
Of course. A fascinating one indeed, with some incredible pulls and one of the wobbliest towers I have ever laid eyes on in Jenga. It was like the thing was on a string on the ceiling, and here's the replay at the end after it was all over. The celebration, picking him up a la Jimmy V. That's what that looks like there.
Wow.
That's
Rest in
more
peace.
more Simba from the Lion King. I'd say.
Fantastic match. Great job by our ref. Fantastic 3 matches today. Tough loss for Trent, who does fall to 0-3 and has been on the wrong end of some very unfortunate towers. Robbie 0-2 has been a great player as well. But in the end, Jenga is that cruel of a sport, Jake.
All right, we heard from our winners. Now down with the losers. PFT with Robbie and Trent.
Yeah, I'm done. I don't want to call them losers. I hesitate to call them losers. I call them not winners today, but competitors. Competitors nonetheless. Trent, that last move, you guys had some great communication going on it. You played well down the stretch, but ultimately you were forced with a bad tower. Did you think that you could pull that last piece off?
I thought I could once we got it moving, but we really maxed out that tower. The psycho shit, that really was the difference, unfortunately. Because those 2 blocks, we had to maneuver them in a way where we were trying to balance out the tower, we're pulling the other block. I just wasn't able to do it, but we had good teamwork up until that point, and I'm happy with our effort today.
Yeah, it was great all around, I think. And Robbie, many are calling you. You put the fox in Fox with that look that you served the camera today. Did you know that you had that in you? That was almost blue steel.
Listen, I knew I had it in me, but I think it's bullshit the way our competitors played today. With the chiseling, with the 2-hand violation in the end, I think they knew exactly what they were doing. I think it's bullshit. They took everything we were working for today.
Robert Fox with some harsh words, some fair words, but definitely some fighting words. Back to you guys in the booth, Jake and Jeff.
All right, thanks so much, PFT. Interesting post-game interview. Robbie kind of calling out his
Yeah.
opponents. But, Jeff, let's start back from the top. 3 great matches today.
Yeah, the rookie KFC put on a clinic today. He was great with fights, and then Tommy and Hubs, who've had some very unfortunate results in Stoolstream Stadium, continued with the loss. A violation we saw on both sides of the next match. Chef Donnie, possibly the best player we've ever seen in here. Luck of the draw in Jenga. Man, he pulled the losing block in an impossible situation. And this one, like I said, after the mask face reveal from Robbie Fox, unbelievable moment. Psycho shit worked and paid off for Billy. He didn't do psycho shit last time and lost. He brought it back this time. And in the end, the psycho shit move proved to be the difference somehow, some way, as Nate's final pull, despite the fact he had the violation, ended up not being a bit of an issue there. It helped him out in the end. And Robbie and Trent lose despite that violation because psycho shit was too much to overcome.
And after all of that, Farina06, our lone winner of the $1,000
$1K.
Progressive Jackpot. Congrats to Farina06, as well as to McLovin the God, who will get a $50 Barstool Sports Store gift card. That'll do it for our broadcast today. Reminder, Monday we're back at it with Jenga. The picks are available in the Play Barstool app in addition to the Pigskin Parlay, a potential $25K on the line for NFL Week 1. So make your picks right now. You still have plenty of time to get those in. For everybody in the truck, led by our producer, Nate, our sideline reporter, PFC commentary, my broadcast partner, Jeff D'Lo, I'm Jake Marr, signing off from Stoolstream Stadium, where once again, 3 great matches are in the books with Liz, Chef Donnie, and Trent pulling the losing blocks. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week here from Stoolstream, presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer.